Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another episode of Curse of the Black Mountain. My name is Robinek, and I'm going to be your Dungeon Master. In the previous episode, our adventurers were doing a little bit of stuff. They were in Galgoreth, picking up some information there that Siren had some sort of spheres that's been operated or implanted in his on his underside of his on his brain, of his memory. And also they discovered that Rill had also had probably this happening to her as well. They discussed talking about what they're going to do next, where they wanted to go towards the mountain, the Black Mountain. They finally decided to go over there. But before that, they teleported close by to the Frostheart Bastion, in where they started to dig up the gauntlet that Blork was promised by the dwarves over there. They found it, and together with with a chest with some random stuff inside of it as well. But also they did talk with Dead. And they talked with some of the dwarves that were killed by Ordan. They told them that they were kind of like corrupted in a way that they have found weird stuff in the mountain that could bring back the world to another state, but also that there are no traps, accordingly to this dwarf in the Black Mountain. And with this new information, they decided to continue. Maybe they continue their adventuring towards the Black Mountain, and we will see when we arrive back now what they will be doing. But before they do decide, cast.
What?
Havet är djupt. Hey. So. My friends, we shall return back to the winter landscape of assumedly being Thoria. Where is the music? There's
I hear blowing wind.
Yes, it should be blowing.
Is this a storm? I mean, it's always a fucking storm in that area.
Yes, there is a brewing storm that has been going on here in this region for quite some time now. But you have just been at the Frostheart Mountain, and you are on top of your flying carpet. And I think we're gonna retcon a little bit now for you to decide where your people are going to go. Because your indication are and the map that you are close by to the Frostheart Mountain over here, but you will decide where are you going to go.
Did we start to fly towards the mountain?
Yes.
Because Blork rolled some survival checks.
Yes. So we're gonna keep that survival check, but it's more like, where do you want to go, like in the measure, like the route towards the mountain? Do you want to, in which path
I
do you want to
guess we should go like, where is it there? This way?
Sounds like a good side, yeah.
The right
As
side.
Blork is randomly pointing in your direction, I'm just gonna use him as a wind shelter and pull out the map that I have on the path for the Black Mountain to see where the actual entrance might be, because it might be on the map we have.
As you look, you got it from
Akka.
Akka.
Ironically.
She
Yeah,
gave you,
ironically.
a new map, right?
Huh?
I think she gave you a new map, actually.
She gave us a map that was different from one we had seen before because she said
Yeah.
this was the accurate one.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm going to just move that icon over there. No, not over there. But I'm going to move you to this panel instead.
So we don't really have an excuse if she says, if she's angry that we never came there. We're like, we got lost. She's like, you have a map. I gave you one.
Accordingly to the map, the entrance to the Black Mountain is over here.
Oh.
I'm just gonna like reach out for Blork's arm and be like, this way.
Oh, okay.
You're still in Irelia now. Right? Yeah.
Do you want to Blork because you're flying? Are you going to fly across the waste? This waste is, as you're getting closer to it, it is this very large forest of dead trees. It looks like the branches and the crowns, there are no like leaves or anything on them. They are very, very much dead, and it looks like fingers like protruding out towards the sky. But they're like, as you're getting close by, you can start to see them. They are slightly gray colored. Some of them have like huge holes in the bark going into the tree. And most of you that has pretty much higher perception, you can see from afar that they are hollow. Most of these trees are just completely hollow.
Well, I guess I go over it.
Is there any information on the map saying very dangerous area? Go
No.
around.
It only has the name The Waste. And you can also see on it, there is a place called the Corrupted Soul Tree. And that is more of the northwestern side of the forest. But it's much further away from the entrance. You can fly the birdway towards the entrance easily, but it's up to you where you want to go.
I mean, I go where they tell me to go, so.
Block, does that look safe?
I don't know. Is it snow on the trees?
It is snowing. It is windy and it's snowy, but no snow actually stays on top of these trees. You can see that the snow is hitting the top of the crown and top of the branches, but immediately as soon as they dropped or touched them, they are like disintegrates, or they're not turned into smoke or mist, they just dissipate, just disappear.
The forest looks weird.
Yeah.
It's almost like the snow, because most of you are magic users, it's almost like the snow goes into a bubble that is like filled with, if they go into a bubble of like an illusion.
Kind of like Thunder Forest, where it had like a
Yeah,
top.
exactly. It's almost like the snow passes through a dome of some sort. Of the
Beneath
most of the
us,
trees.
like, so
Yeah.
It's
As
like
soon as it's the one of the trees, one of the snow touches one of the trees.
oh, okay.
It just it looks like it doesn't even hit it. It just kind of like passes through it and disappears.
That's weird.
There's no snow. Should I go around?
Yeah, we should probably stay above that, yeah. Unless we want to get stuck in another
No.
forest.
I go along the side of the forest.
Okay. I assume you mean the right side of the forest then.
Yeah, like
Closest.
you showed.
Yeah, closest to the towards the yeah. So it's more like over this way. As you're flying across the side, you don't, there is nothing really with your passive perceptions. there is anything that indicate of being like life forms from the forest. It is very still. The wind blows through the trees and makes it it's almost like as you're passing by them, it's almost like you can hear the trees whisper a little bit. Not that it could be like humanoid voices, but it's almost like faint, like hollow whispers, or that the branches are hitting it themselves as they are kind of simulating some sort of voices, but you're not really sure.
Can you feel anything weird, Vidal? From the forest?
Can I roll for that?
Cannot feel any magic, but I can allow you to make it like a nature check to see like if this is like naturally occurring or if there's something else going on with this forest.
How far up are we flying from the trees?
It depends on Blork, really.
I guess like 50 meters up, maybe.
Nah.
Mhm.
I couldn't try
So-
to do druidcraft on it, then no.
I would say no.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a... Can I... Would Arcana go under, like, druid things or like...
I would say yeah. You can use either Arcana, because either you can use Arcana to understand like is this some sort of druidic magic going on here, or if you use nature, then you will understand if this is more like naturally occurring because of the location.
Yeah, let's do nature. Feels better. 19.
Looking at the forest as you're passing by it, you think that this forest is being manipulated by something. It is, even though that the trees are hollow, there should be at least snow or that creatures could actually be here, because hollow trees are used by small critters or like predators, or there are numerous of creatures that can use hollow trees for their home and nests and whatnot, but you don't see any indication of any life.
Could... follow-up question. Could it be... Since we know a little bit about the mountain,
Mm-hmm.
could it be that the mountain is some special material doing this? Like, would it be...
You know that, at least when you know it, because druids has more contact and had that experience with the elves, with Mithril, that some of the trees, some trees or nature have a strong reaction towards Mithril. Like, it wants to bound itself to Mithril. Like, if you place a piece of ingot of Mithril in front of a tree, it will grow roots towards the Mithril. So it could definitely be some sort of material that has an effect on plant life. Because Mithril has a large significant effect on other things. Because Mithril wants to bound itself with a lot of materials or stuff.
Okay. And Blinker, what was her question?
Do you sense anything from the trees, Vidal?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Not really, but there is something. Something going on. Could it be the mountain?
I mean, they might be dead.
Yeah.
But there are no life, no animals, nothing.
There is no snow.
Seems to be magical, maybe, like Thundery Forest. You know, with the illusion shit.
Is there any snow on the mountain itself?
Yes, there is a huge amount of snow on it.
Is
Okay.
it black?
It is not black, it is actually white, transparent. You can see bits of
Blackness.
the obsidian obsidian black colorization of the mountain. going and shining through the snow in portions of it. But as you flying closer, because I don't think you are.
How far is 30 foot? Feet? 30 feet?
30 foot is
30 feet?
uh,
No, 30 foot radius.
feet. 30. 30 is roughly 9 meters. I would say 9-10 meters.
Okay, I miss. Okay.
Never mind it.
Stupid Americans.
Be nice.
I mean,
Isn't it that we are stupid that doesn't understand their system?
No.
Ignorant, maybe.
Yeah,
I think
maybe.
I think it goes around like everything is mutual. I think.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, they came from Europe and invented their own system.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of countries use that system anymore.
Does not matter in this discussion.
Yeah,
does not
yeah,
matter.
exactly. We can roll.
We can have
things.
this discussion all.
My question was, did the lantern reach down? No, it does not.
No, it does
Moving
not.
on.
As you're getting closer towards the mountain, and as you're getting closer towards where you notice on the map there is the entrance, as you discover most of you, well, at least Rill, because of the memory and such things, that this, where you're going right now, it seems to be familiar more and more. And as you're getting closer towards, you can see, assumedly that it is the beginning of the entrance, you see there are these ginormous, like this, you have seen these statues previously in just like Caladun's statue and such, these larger inbuilt statues that are just emerges out from the side of the mountain. They're built in the mountain, and they are made out of the same material as the mountain, dark and black. These weird statues that just come out with these huge weapons, and most of them have. It looks like they have been there for. It looks like they haven't been there for quite some time. They have been there not for quite some time. They look like they are freshly new, and but that could not probably be true because the Black Mountain has been here for quite some time. But and you can also see in the middle of these ginormous two statues, there is this large, incredibly, almost like ridiculously large gate that is made out of stone, another material than the mountain itself is. This more like darker gray color of a gate frame, and a huge open gate, two gates that is split in the middle, and that one side is open into the mountain. And you can see there are, it looks like it is footsteps or tracks that has been led in and out of the opening into the mountain, but most of it had been covered with snow bits and pieces. But they are these ditches that has been created as people has been ventured in and out of it.
Should I land?
I mean, we've come this far. Clearly not the first
Safe.
here, though.
Well, he said as much, that the dwarves had been in here.
Mm.
And we know that the changelings have been in here. Akka has been in here. Maybe Akarian. So it feels like a lot of people has been in
It's kind of weird because I thought we had the keys. At least we have 2 keys.
Yeah, but didn't they break in during the blood moon? Like they
don't
said.
know.
If there were like 5 people or 5
Also, I
groups,
think
there
it was a 3rd key somewhere in this world that we never actually looked into because,
that Madrin's brother has, yeah.
stuff
how-
came up.
How big are the gates?
They are ginormous. They are probably over 13-15 meters high.
Damn.
It is
A normal dwarf door.
a normal dwarf door. It's like 15 meters
Clearly
high
compensating
Yeah, I
for
was gonna
something.
say.
and 10 meters wide. So it is compensating definitely for something.
Lord Farquaad Tower.
Yes. Yes.
I put the carpet down some maybe 30 meters from the entrance, maybe.
Okay. It is as bringing more stated that it is a ridiculous feeling as you are 30 meters away from it, but you can maybe some of you maybe cannot help to feel like how very small you are in significance to this.
You're joking, right? I was like,
It is ridiculous how large these statues and everything is built. It is more like, why did I build this large?
I'm gonna
But-
poke Blork a little bit.
Huh? Finally, a door you can fit through.
Oh, yay!
Yeah.
But you also notice as you are closer towards the entrance, there is no wind because more of the statues and the incarving of the mountain seems to be like blocking and taking away a lot of the winds and most of the blizzard that is brewing outside of the region. But it doesn't seem to be hitting in towards this entrance.
So there is no snow right outside of it, or
There is snow. There are still some mounds of snow, but it's not as much as outside of the other side of the region, on top of the statues and top of the mountain. But this part of the region seems to be not as much touched by the blizzard as the other things are.
You all put down 5 extra HP on your characters, right?
I have.
Good.
Also, I also will point it out because you're 30 meters away, I will say it. You can see partially in towards the entrance. Only probably some meters in, there is another, a set of doors. It does seem that it is some sort of stone wall or a stone door that is blockading, but that has been blasted open. There's a huge hole inside of that set of doors.
but the first door they seem like untouched.
They seem untouched and it has been opened. But the other set of doors has been blasted.
And the other set of door was like the first set of doors, huge. No.
Still the same size, but
Yeah.
blasted through.
Is it a black obsidian door?
On the inside? No.
The one that's blasted?
No. It's
No.
it's more of a gray, darker gray-ish. In more of a normal stone.
How thick is the door?
I assume that I assume that you're getting closer.
Oh yeah.
Are you still on the carpet getting closer, or are you jumping onto the snow and getting closer?
How deep is the snow here? Is it walkable snow, or is it
Do you want to jump down?
I mean, there was
If-
difference in it.
I thought there were.
Yeah, I'm gonna when we
Oh yeah, the
landing
footprints,
about
you can
land.
definitely jump down to it.
Okay, well then, I think we're walking.
I'm gonna jump off as Blork pulls the carpet down and jump off and start walking.
Mhm. You started to walk and look at the size of the door, and it is as much ridiculous as the size of the gate is. The thickness of the first set of doors is also, I mean, what are these dwarfs? They're really trying for something here, because they are roughly 4 or 5 meters thick of just the first set of doors is black obsidian stonework that looks like a mixture between some sort of steel metal with stone. It is ridiculous how thick it is.
So
and
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please.
Keep going.
No,
You
I was
wanna?
no. If you want to, no. I'm just if you want to go closer, I'm gonna
Oh,
describe
no, as
more.
we're
but-
walking close, I'm like, so are we gonna take bets on what orifice this might have been put in? Wasn't this a dead titan?
I think it's half of Gar's or Gar's child or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Yeah.
Do you think they put a door in the mouth, or do you think they carved a new hole? Or do you think they used another existing hole?
So we're technically walking in a dead husk.
Well, yeah. I'm just wondering where they placed the door, out of pure curiosity.
What
Let's say
do
the
you mean?
ass.
There's only
Yeah, that's
One or
kind of like,
few
are we
orifices.
walking up its butt?
Probably.
Does the mountain have a butt?
I mean, it wasn't always a mountain.
Okay.
Remember
You could-
Gar?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh, you do? Wonderful. This
the
is
big mountain dude.
yes, yes, yes. This is potentially someone that was like him, but is now a mountain.
Okay.
And now
So do you
we're
think-
wondering. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, do you think it pooped out these statues then, or?
Or was he born with it?
Or did they build them afterwards? Because why not?
What if it's still half alive? I'm gonna touch the stone a little bit.
Don't you think they carved it when it was dead?
as you touch the stone, it is warm to the touch. It is room temperatured.
He's still warm.
Maybe it takes a long time for a body of this size to cool down.
Maybe we should not try to like do communication, because that would probably be kind of awkward, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
If he's just gonna be like,
Peril!
I'm in pain, help!
There's something in my ass.
Exactly that. Are you? I can
It's
feel you
been
walking
there
around
for
in there.
centuries.
I need to fart so bad.
Just gonna let me, dear young Lemmy Winks.
Okay, let's go in.
Let's enter the buttocks.
As you move towards the opening, now you get a very good feel of the door. It is, from afar, it looks like a huge piece black of a gate, but as soon as you're getting closer, there it is filled with dwarven runes all over it. And it is not a description of like hieroglyphs, like you don't see people or anything, but it's numerous of these dwarven rune symbols that are just carved in lines. And for those, and because Videl, you can actually read dwarvish, it is written it's a more older like dwarven language, but you can still read it. It's still like the same tendencies as the newer language has it, but it reads more like you get confirmation that this definitely was owned previously by the Andul Kardir clan. It says more like, this is the home of Andul Kardir. Welcome to Ban Gulidar. And it has so many magical protections on the door. It is ridiculous how much of these symbols or sigils that are just covering this door.
Is there any markings on the door that looks like insert amulet / key here to open?
Yes, you actually see there is, as you're getting closer to where, like the split where you can see the opening of the door, it is actually one point you can see there is a spherical, a circle that you can, in the same height as, I would say, in the same height as Blinky's head, you can see there is one hole that you can probably use one of the amulets, but there is nothing inside of this hole, just that the door is open.
Okay, yeah, you're right. They blew the door open.
It's a very big door.
Do you think we can sell the keys in the black market and claim it was never opened? Oh, we don't need them anymore, right?
Yeah, we can. I know where, but we can do that later if you want to.
You know,
Yes.
I'm getting kind of low on finances.
We are.
Haven't we
When
always
did
been
this
low?
happen? No, we had like
I-
lots of money.
Did we? Oh.
I put away kind of a lot to have as a
Fine.
backup fund for rebuilding of
Where
a
do we
certain city.
Where do we save, tiny lady?
I don't know. We're gonna find some radium, red material.
Are you having a stroke there?
Yeah, I'm looking through my journal. I wrote it down. You know, I didn't listen to the woman that much, which I should have, considering it's about life and death. But you know,
Yeah, but sometimes you zone out. It's okay.
we're gonna find some kind of rock in there. That is very good.
Adamantium?
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah.
We're gonna
find
some kind of
Very good,
rock.
Videl.
powder.
Yes, we're gonna find rock in the mountain.
Rare rock.
And a hammer.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the disenchanting hammer thingy. I guess I could do detect, and maybe we can find it easier. Can I do
Oh, you
that
mean
with raw
when you-
materials? No, it's not an
Maybe
object, right?
Maybe the hammer is close to the material.
We need to find a hammer too, so might as well.
Yeah. It's also like a plethora of other things I think I should have done in here, but
I'm just so sad that Mulder is dead because you have no idea how much money I would get for just drawing this door for him right now.
And now you come around the large first set of doors, and then you can see there is a small like pocket between like the first set of doors. There's a pocket, and then there's another set of door. And on the right side of the right side doors, you can see there's a large blast hole that goes in towards the mountain. You can see there's probably some sort of spell or something that they use to blast open these doors, and they have also climbed into the inside of this whatever this room is. You can see there's another chamber on the other side. There it is quite large, almost like a lobby feel to it. It used to have like large tables or something, but everything here has been broken down, and there you can see remnants of like a camp that has been built on the inside. And then there's a huge set of doors on the further side of this chamber that is open, and you can also see there is a staircase going down.
Is there any light source in here?
No, the only light source comes from the hole and coming from the outside.
I'm using the lantern then.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any footsteps that seem weird or stick out in any way?
Make a survival check, Blork.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna do detect magic
Mhm.
pretty much at all times because I don't use spell slots for that. So I'm just.
12.
And with 12 as Blink, as you are preparing to go in and you use detect magic, you see, Blork, that there have been a lot of people walking here with boots and normal sized feet. But the closer you come in, do you walk into the chamber as well? Where this?
I mean, we're
lobby-
here.
Yeah.
As you walk in there, you can see, Blork, that there is some sort of footprints that are here that doesn't seem to be normal. It is as large as a human, but it looks like it's... For you, it's almost like you're looking at a dog's feet. Like dog's footprints that have been walking here, but with 3 sized larger claws at the very front. And you can see there has been a numerous of these tracks, and they are quite fresh.
These prints look weird.
Ow.
Do they look familiar?
Yeah, do I have a clue of what it is?
You can make a nature check or an arcana check.
I can tell they're not human.
Nature. 21.
You look down at them. You think it is some sort of... maybe some sort of animal. Maybe a canine-looking creature, like a hound, a wolf or something. But it's so large. It's much larger than a normal or a dire wolf. It's a lot bigger. But
How big is it compared to my little foot?
it is like two or three blinky hands.
Well, whatever it is, I hope it's not here.
I'm not good at this. Does it walk on 2 legs or 4?
For you, Blork, it looks like it walks on 2 legs.
It seems like 2 legs.
I would have preferred 4.
Some sort of big wolf thing, maybe.
That
Maybe a
walks on 9
shifter?
legs.
Something?
And Blinky, you activated this detect magic, right?
Ah.
Then, as soon as you hear that, you activate it, and you get the sense it is more like you need to turn it off again.
Oh god.
It is-
Blinded by the lights.
Ooh, I'm blinded.
Go permanently blind the rest of the fucking campaign.
It's more like, ah! Then you take off it, because it's so... everything in here is magic. Everything. Even the walls, the floor, even the furniture. It is magical. Some sort of magic that has been infused or just naturally is in this mountain.
Are you okay, tiny lady?
Okay, yeah, everything is very magical in here, so do not, for the love of everything, you do anything with magical lenses or whatever you have. Or you will hate yourself.
Is it like your mansion?
Oh, no, my mansion is wonderful. This is like my mansion on... if my mansion was drugged.
I mean, is it the same thing?
No, this is real. It's just...
I don't think you
Kinda
want to
like
take
they
that conversation
sprinkle-
with Blork
They
right
sprinkle
now.
little magical Mamruka dust all over everything.
Okay.
So be careful, because anything can be anything. Maybe we shouldn't poke around too much looking at real.
Don't worry, tiny lady. I
You
have
look at
these.
me.
And I show my new huge gauntlets.
Good. Are you feeling good, by the way, Lork?
Yes?
You were feeling... you were upset when we left before.
I feel okay. I don't
Okay.
like this place, but I never like the places we go to almost.
No, that I've noticed.
I wonder, is there any debris of the door that is blasted?
Yes, they are.
I
They
want
are.
to pick up a piece of it.
I'm leaning down to Blinky.
Mhm.
See, I'm not the one picking things up.
I was getting to Videl, but I never got a chance. I'm usually the one that does it, which is why it's so weird to be the one to point it out. I feel almost dirty.
Nah, it's like you're our mom. Kind of cute.
Yeah, what could
I'm-
a little bit of a door do? And I put it in my bag.
And your bag explode. No.
I have a
To
normal
be
bag.
fair, we should pick up things, because then we can get back here.
I also assume that, Lork, as you are continuing going around using... I assume that you're using the Lantern of Reveal.
Yes.
As soon as you get closer towards the door, the entrance going down, there is this weird piles of goo closer and closer towards it. It is invisible to the normal naked eye. But as you use the lantern of reveal, it is this very weird white milky gray viscous that are just pile up in a goo. It almost looks like a mixture of like some sort of fluid and spider web, kind of like. But it's not like there are not like places where there are cocoons. There's almost like these pools of these viscous is leading towards the door.
Oh, by the way, if we see any fluids in here, don't touch them. They might have those thingies
Worms.
that crawl into your nose.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So
No licking, touchy.
drinking, eating. Well, this is gonna be boring.
Oh, it's gonna be
Yeah.
super boring. I wanna touch everything. I wanna taste that for some reason. I shouldn't.
Is there any
Nah.
food in here?
With a
Let's
quick
eat the dessert mints.
with a quick glance over towards the camp, there is a smaller camp with 4 or 5 of these larger tents, and around it there's a huge like bonfire in the middle, and there are these materials that looks like plates. There are some sort of like anchors that have been used. There are some food left on the plates close by to the bonfire.
Has
It
the
has-
bonfire been recently lit?
Yeah, that.
When you get closer to it and look down, there are no embers. There are no like indication of people have actually used it for quite some time.
Good.
But there's some food, and most of it has been. It is not frozen, but it's so cold. You can see like it's building of frost against, like between like the food and the plate. It's this very turquoise blue colorization to the color as it's nearly frozen to the plate.
What is the general state of the camp? Is it like someone been rushing, leaving stuff? Is it torn stuff? Is
It looks like people have just left it. Like they haven't left in a rush, they have just left it for their exploration.
Does it look like someone else have been there? Like going through it?
Not outside, but as you're getting closer to the tents, you can see there are like beds, there are some crates and barrels that has been opened. So the outskirt or inside of the camp, not so much, but inside of the tents, yes, there have been someone or something rummaging around in the crates and barrels or those type of things.
What about the footprints?
The footprint goes in and out of this camp.
I mean the big clawed.
Mm-hmm. They go in and out of the camp and also into the tents as well.
Okay.
What is Real doing?
Putting rocks in her mouth?
Of all things.
I know what I'm doing. I am going to use a spell point.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to, like, my eyes is just gonna like shimmer purple a bit. And now I can see any invisible creatures within 60 feet of you,
Mm-hmm.
provided that it's not behind total cover.
As you look 60 feet around, you see the same like viscous pools that Blork also have shown revealed with the lantern of reveal, but you can also see it is because the room stretches beyond the lantern's reveal. You can see there are so much viscous and stuff that are dropping from the ceiling as well. but it's not on the ceiling. It looks like it goes through cracks on the ceiling, dripping down.
Right.
And we who
Might be a
doesn't use
pool
stuff like
above
that
us.
see that, right?
No, you don't see it because it's...
I'm gonna walk up behind her and be like,
There's
So you're going on a date?
yeah, I think so.
What are you doing?
There's things dropping from the ceiling.
There are.
But not visible. Like if you get like this wet, weird sensation on you, wipe it away quickly, probably.
Okay.
now she's starting to think she's getting it just because she said that.
I'm not sure if I am. Is it on me?
No.
I'm looking at Blinky.
There's no trace of anything like that.
You're fine. Maybe we should leave.
Button Videl, though.
Just showering in it
Yeah.
like
I look
Oh,
like a
it's-
sheep instead because of all the...
Mhm.
White whiskers goo.
Yeah.
what about the date?
No, you said it. I was confused. You were in the head of a bird and then you came back and you said you have a date. With
Yeah.
Orton?
No. Oh no. No.
Okay, I didn't mean anything by it. No need to get offensive. Defensive. So it's not with Orden.
No. I'm not being defensive.
Good.
No, not. Why would it?
Because you were
would
looking for Orden and then you said you had a date. I was
I guess
confused.
that makes sense. No. It was a woman, a brown eye.
A random drown eye woman?
Oh, maybe I skipped out on a bit of information. Do you really? Fine, you brought it up. I think the drown eye might be taking over, Kyril.
Of course they are.
I'm gonna walk up next to them with a plate of meat on it.
Mhm.
Why would they do that? And what type
Oh,
of
you
meat
can-
do you think this is, Blinky?
Are you gonna eat that?
No.
What is it?
It looks like me. It looks like a pork chop, a half-eaten pork chop.
Can I smell? From my butchering days, can I determine what
I would say
type?
roll a perception check with advantage.
Oh, thank God it's advantage. Thank God for that. All right, calculators, because I can't fucking count. It's a 27.
Mm.
Wow.
Perception,
As you
perception.
smell it, you see the consistency of it. You even feel the wind that this must be at least a week old.
Still good.
No, we're
Frozen
not
instead of-
eating it.
And you believe that this started to be frozen roughly 4 or 5 days ago.
It's been here for approximately a week. And frozen 4 days, 5 days.
Good.
I don't really know what type of meat. It's very hard when it's chopped up like this.
Oh,
And
no. You
old.
see what it is. It's pig.
Oh.
It's pig.
Where did
With
they
a
find
24, yeah,
pig?
it's pig.
Maybe they
but-
brought it. So they've been here. It was a week ago since they were here. Then.
At least how old the meat is, but they could have bought it and then
So 4 days.
the pig has been dead for a week. Yeah.
Or cooked for a week.
Or cooked for a week. Is it cooked? It was
Yeah,
raw.
it is. It has been cooked.
What
Yeah.
are we looking for?
Apparently, we're making assessments on meat whilst I'm trying to explain to Blinky that her hometown is probably being invaded.
It's a nice distraction, is it? I was poking at the meat. You should do this every time. You bring me a piece of meat whenever there's bad news. You slap a meat in my face. Not that type of meat, but you slap meat on,
Oh my
on a
God.
plate.
You're digging yourself a hole, Julia.
So we should
You want the meat?
slap you with a piece of meat.
Yeah, but not in the way they do in the books. Because, yeah, no. I
Oh.
don't think that would be good. Maybe that would distract me too, but in a weird way. Maybe that would work, actually. We shall see.
Do you want
Either
me to
way.
stop talking about this?
No. Were they killing everyone? We can use
No, it looked more like a. How do I say it? It kind of looked like they were just there to help save the city from the monster.
Ugh.
Which I am gonna assume they will capitalize hard on and use as a political advantage.
I helped them so much, didn't I? Maybe it's a good thing. Who says change isn't good?
Yeah. I mean, if we ever end up in troubles with the Drowned Eye, we could probably be like, this is the goblin who made it all possible for you.
Right.
It could be a boon for us there, you know?
Yeah. I mean,
Positive thoughts.
and we shouldn't believe everything we hear just because the Drowned Eye are known to enslave everything they come across doesn't necessarily mean they're gonna do it now.
Of course not. They're so going to, though.
I'm gonna go
Blork, how are you going on the search for a route?
I'm going deeper in.
He's going. We should follow.
As you go over towards the entrance, Blork, I want you to make a perception check.
Yes.
Maybe someone who can look for traps should go fast.
They are gone. If
17.
we trust the dead corpse.
17. Never mind.
There is no meat slapping in
You-
your face.
Walking towards the
Bring
entrance,
it with you.
and you can see there is stairs descending downwards.
My sea invisibility is up for 10 minutes.
There is nothing. There are some like this whitish viscous that are on the walls in the staircase.
What is viscous?
Viscous is like bodily fluid, kind of like.
Another word for it that is nastier for some reason.
Yeah, it's kind of a fluid, but more
It's
disgusting.
grayish and it's
Sticky.
It's white, sticky
Yeah.
bodily
Yeah.
fluid.
Yeah.
quite sticky.
I'm
and
thinking of that
yeah,
goo
texture.
from.
Does that come with a slap of meat?
I like my thoughts of cat food better.
Yes, think.
Viscous! You're thinking of the cat food, Viscous?
Yes, I did.
Brand.
I love
But now you ruined it.
Now that cat food is ever going to be ruined, now it's just gonna be a fucking nasty white goo substance.
Oh, I need to retire.
That should be their new
Do you want
commercial.
some viscous?
No, I'm thinking of that, in Aliens, the
Yes.
robots, the blood.
Yes.
That looks like something else, but now we're thinking of the blood.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
Yes.
You can see there are some of that white icky stuff on the walls as the staircase going down.
Yeah, I'm also walking like probably in a weird pattern because I'm trying to avoid where I see it in the ceiling.
I'm gonna follow her weird walking because I think she's doing it for a reason.
how
I am though.
how far behind me are you guys?
Right behind you because we saw you moving.
Okay,
Mhm.
good.
So
We're used to you going into Porcelain's
yeah.
rooms now.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk behind Blinky and Rill as they move in this weird pattern. I'm gonna see.
I mean, Blork doesn't really care about the dripping stuff. Does he
No.
get hit? And what happens if?
Yeah, as Blork moves forward and Rill, you Blork, you can see the white stuff, but you can ignore it and just go if you want to.
Yeah,
because
I
you have
don't
to
think
land on the
he really cares that much.
We just
Uh,
told him that it could be worms that would crawl up his nose and turning him into a monster, but
Yeah, but Blork is kind of zooming out of your
Blork is moving and just stomps on the viscous, and some of it gets caught on his boot and continues on and leaving tracks afterwards. But
I don't
nothing
see
really
it,
happens.
but when he steps out of it, does it like thread and stuff like that? So
No.
it's
No. For you, nothing really happens.
I don't know, but I'm just asking for those who see it.
Well, you see because of the Lantern of Reveal, so you should have seen if it makes some sort of like drooling or anything, but it only leave footprints after Blork.
Do you have music, by the way?
No, I turned it off.
Okay. I just
We go
realized now
moving
that
into another segment.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Good.
Okay.
it's just cave sounds.
Well, I'm continuing down the stairs.
Okay, there it is.
Very good.
So what type of saving throw should we roll on?
Indeed, ask and you
Yeah.
shall
Now.
receive.
For the first time in so long, I will reveal you inside of the Black Mountain.
Oh my
This
god!
map.
Is it the first map you ever made in this campaign or something?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's a corridor.
My eyes are tearing up.
Do you see only that it's dark and you can see the
Yes, a
corridors?
T
and stuff?
section. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Also, I have made a little thingy for you, Blork, that everything should be blue for you.
Yes, it is.
Because white, it's because it's blue, it's because it is the Lantern of Reveal.
Cool.
It's like a filter.
Yes. And for Videl, you can see because you have the goggles on.
Yeah.
So before you can see there is this T section. There is this corridor that goes from left to right first. On each side, you can see there are these golden bronze looking statues that emanate from the walls, and they are just depictions of like these different kinds of dwarfs, really. Men, women, and other things. And they are all, each and every one of them is holding a weapon. Some of them is holding a book. Some of them is holding a scepter or an orb, just depicting some sort of like culture or religious meaning towards it. Nothing really more than, it's nothing more like spectacular than just its culture and maybe some ritualistic things.
Does it look like they could potentially be brought alive?
Make an investigation check.
Because I don't trust statues in fucking dungeons anymore.
You don't trust my statues.
Investigation. Yeah, that seems about right. 10!
10. Looking at the closest of these type of statues close by, they look very ancient, and they look very like part of like the structure itself. It doesn't look like they could move, really. They're made out of these very large blocks of rock, but they don't look like they shouldn't be able to move.
Can I do like a quick like detect magic and do like a to see if I can to in the spark of the blindness, can I determine like there's bad magic this way?
I would say if you do that, I want you to roll an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. A 17.
17. You are fine. You don't take any damage, but it's so much magic down here.
Mm-hmm.
It is hard to determine in which direction, but you can definitely know that it's all types of magic here.
Did I get like a... Because I'm trying to like just turn to the sides, so I get... From this corridor, do I get like a quick inkling of illusion magic much on this side or something like that, or something that sticks out? Since it's very quick, so I can accept...
Yes, towards this way, it is more illusion, evocation, and conjuration. In this direction, in the middle direction, it is everything. It's like you're looking at a rainbow and you want to puke.
Oh, a puke rainbow.
You can almost taste the rainbow.
Gloom would hate it here.
Yes. She would implode in here.
Do I?
And the
So you
other
said-
side?
There is nothing on the other side.
Nothing. Okay.
Since you said you could see Blork's footsteps because he stepped in the goo,
Mm-hmm.
do I see any large canine-esque footsteps moving in any direction?
Not with that type of white viscous that you are trapping into, but you can see that Blork's footstep still remains.
Where should we go?
Well, there's no magic that way. Illusion, evocation, magic that way. Everything from every kind of school straight ahead.
Also, I can say on this end, you can see there is a huge statue of a dwarf that is riding on a large boar. And on the other side, you can see there is another large statue of it looks like what you saw back in Barindun, like Mount Nope. You can see there are these dwarves that are just leaning on this large hammer, this smith hammer. Just they are just leaning on top of it. And in front of them there's this anvil.
So, no magic, less magic, a lot magic.
Everything.
I
Everything.
like the no magic, but I guess we go with the most memorable guys.
Do you want to
Um,
locate, or are we just gonna take a guess to start with?
Maybe it would. This place is rather big, right? I don't assume the map we got is inside, right?
Do you have a map?
Bidel, do you have a map of the insides of this? I'm just asking, not being a dick, just checking.
You don't, but
Yeah, checking.
I'm gonna pull out my bag and start looking.
1,000 crowns, you have a map.
Also, these small things, these are blazers. But
Lit or unlit?
unlit, but they have a lot of like charcoal or materials that could burn. But all of them are not lit.
oh, and all of those on the sides are also statues, and some are broken.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some are broken because maybe of age, maybe something else.
Pure anger.
Pure anger.
Should I detect something then?
Also,
map.
I should say, because you can see it also, on this side of the corridor is this a large door, and you can see from this from afar, because most of you have good eyesight. You can see there is one distinguishable little spherical hole in the middle.
Well, I'm gonna guess that all the cool stuff is straight ahead. So
And
do we
all the
wanna take a
dangerous stuff,
detour
yeah.
first?
Like, why would they have a corridor with no magic? Maybe it's important because there is no magic. Maybe Blork is onto something.
Which was the one? Which direction was the no magic on the map?
This way.
This way. Wait,
Yeah.
it's like
Wait, what did I
mirrored.
Should we try
do?
that
Clicked
way
something.
first?
Go away.
Yes.
Didn't hurt,
can't
right?
Just because it's kind of standing out, the fact that it isn't magical, so.
Yeah.
Let's
I'm
go and
just
check that way with Blork.
Okay.
Should I
As
try
we're
and-
walking,
Should I try
I was
and
gonna
lit one
say,
of the...
I'm just gonna do that because as we're walking past, I'm using prestidigitation to just light up the blazers.
Yeah, because I don't see as far as you guys do, so I don't know what's ahead.
You have the lantern. You see exactly as far as we do right now.
Okay, well,
Huh?
my vision is over. This is the furthest it reaches.
I think that's the end of the corridor.
That's the end of the corridor.
That's
Oh, there it
it's-
is.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna do one of the Racers?
I do everything in 10 feet,
Oh.
so
Oh, cool.
I'm just
You-
gonna stand here and be like,
I'm about to do a produce flame and go, oh.
Standing there with a candle ready.
Mhm.
Ah.
As Blork and everybody, you move forward. You ignite the blazers, the 4 blazers close by. They immediately ignite, and they bring out this orange-red flame and a heat that accompanies with it. Immediately, from this kind of like frozen and kind of like chilly like feeling in the room, immediately goes to room temperature. And you feel a slight tremor starts to emerge from the floor, and it quickly subsides.
Have I
Perfect.
told you that you're so much cooler now? That lately.
oh,
Did you feel that in the floor?
Yeah.
oh. I'm gonna take that as a good sign. Should we do the next 4?
Yeah.
As
What's
you
the worst
continue
that
on,
can
Blork, you reach to the end of the corridor. It is a quite large statue made out of this female dwarf that is heavily plated, no helmet, just holding on her arm, long braided hair, backward in more like a dreadlock in her back, holding the helmet under one of the arms, a huge shield on the back, and a huge war hammer in the other one. And there is no indication of who this person is or what it is. It's a very good, fine, detailed statue. But you can see behind the statue, more of towards the left side of the statue, you can see there are more of this, but it's a more quantity of this white sticky stuff that are close by to the left side of the statue's side.
What is this white stuff?
Oh, it's the stuff that you stepped in and ignored us from warning you about. I'm gonna keep lighting up the blazers.
Mm-hmm. As you move forward, you ignite 4 more. The same tremor can be felt. It's longer now, but
But that's
it also,
clearly a good sign.
it subsides.
Link is gonna take out her journal notebook and start to draw the statue.
Since we're in financial decline, in case some dwarf wants pictures, then, perfect.
Ah.
You don't understand how much you can get for these for the right person, especially if they're insane.
Uh-huh. I'm just
Maybe.
gonna go up and light these 2 as well.
Maybe there's a hidden entrance under the statue.
Now you're thinking like a true explorer, Lord. Yes. Is there?
I try to push the statue so Blinky can look under it.
Make an athletic check.
I'm feeling like this is gonna be like Jungle Book
50.
when he is gonna drop it on my head.
Skicka död, gå inte kistan!
Exactly. And then Vidal and really is just gonna be Bagheera in the back, like.
Stupid winter Goliath!
As Blork, place yourself in position to try to lift this statue.
Not lift it, push it, so it...
Push it to the side.
Yes.
Rill, you ignite the last pair of blazers on the very end. The same trimmer goes around again. Still a short amount of time, but nothing more happens after that. But all of the blazers on this side are fully ignited.
Oops.
Before you move that, Lord, sometimes if it is a hidden thing, maybe there's a switch. Maybe you don't need to move it. Let's look at the thing.
I wanna look underneath it. Is there any
I'm already
text?
pushing.
Mm-hmm. As you're getting to the position, Vidal, make an investigation check.
Investigation.
I'm gonna draw how I mean.
13.
Mm-hmm. And what do you want to do, Blork? Okay.
I'm showing how I mean. Like, this is the statue, and I'm pushing it so it's still on the ground, but tipping a bit.
You tilt tippity top it.
Tilt it, yes.
Okay. Vidal, as you getting to the statue, you can see as Blork is standing in position. Are you standing right in front of it, Blork? Right.
Yes, I'm pushing it so it's tilting to
You
see
can
if there is something under it.
I'm
As
just
Vidal,
gonna
as you
take a
coming
step
closer to
back.
it, you see that when he comes and he places his hand above, you can see there are handprints carved into the statue underneath where Blork has his hands. But he starts to tilt it, and underneath, Blinky, you can see he's because seriously, you are so strong, Blork. You tippity tops it on the side. You can see it's standing on top of something, some sort of rune that it starts to get invisible underneath the statue.
Is it a bad rune?
It looks like it's a rune for a letter that says D.
Death.
Lord.
Or dick.
Like an arcane rune or a dwarven rune?
Dwarven rune.
Okay, I don't know that, and then it's Vedel.
What is that? Is that a bad thing?
B. Lord, maybe if we try to put our hands on here, and I pull down his hands, and I prepare a healing spell.
If you move my hands, I'm gonna
Yeah,
drop.
yeah. Let it go. Down here. Put your hands in.
Okay.
Boom, 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 boom. A slight tremor goes around again.
I'm just gonna turn around and look back the other way of the corridor. Just keep my eyes peeled.
Yeah. Nothing. Make a perception check.
Would you say 10 minutes has passed yet?
Soon. It's right on the cusp of it.
Okay, good.
Does anything happen when Blork puts his hand on the handprints on the statue?
Yes. As soon as Blork puts his hands on it, the statue moves a couple of centimeters into the wall. And then you can see the symbol emerges from underneath it.
It's just the rune of letter D.
Yes.
I found something.
Are you fine?
You found
Some
it.
kind of marking.
You found a D.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I wanted someone to say.
Is it big?
How big is
Wow.
it, Robin?
How big's the D?
How big is the rune?
It's quite
Is
big.
it like this?
Yes.
I turn around to it about this.
Ah, it's a good D.
Yeah.
You pick it
Ah.
up.
Oh my god.
Oh, you got it, Blinky.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in on the joke now. I'm glad to see
Yes.
it.
Yes.
What does it mean?
Penis.
So silly.
God fucking damn it.
I spilled all my drink because I was drinking while I was laughing.
All right.
It's okay.
So what are you gonna do with that D?
I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe we
Maybe
need
we
it
should
later
touch
on.
it. Maybe
want-
we touch the hands thingies.
Should I touch the D?
Are you all gonna touch it together?
Yeah.
So it's a group touch on the D.
Yes.
Okay.
It's fine.
Should we use both hands or just one hand?
Okay.
Do Videl
I
lick the D?
trust your judgment.
You all have a group on the D, and nothing happens.
Maybe
Maybe.
we need it for later on.
Maybe you need to rub it.
Instinctively, you rub the D, and nothing happens.
Maybe it needs some more familiar touch. Maybe it doesn't like virgins.
Looking at Real.
Well, I'm not touching that. I don't know where it's been.
Fair enough.
It could spread.
That's-
It could have some
can-
diseases.
Can I do a perception check on the statue itself? Like, is there anything that looks like it's connected to this symbol?
D.
This D.
Make an investigation check.
While she rolls that, when Blork
Shut
shines the
up,
lantern
man.
on the D, is it covered with this white sticky stuff?
No, it's not.
Sake.
Good.
It looks like no.
It's a 21. You can never
How
catch
go-
a break. You can never catch a break, Robin. Of all the letters,
go-
why?
It needed to be the D too.
Is it Andulkadi D? The D.
Dwarf. Demon.
it does not-
Death.
It does
Doom.
not seem to have any connection with the
Bankuli
statue.
Dar.
It doesn't seem to be having any connection with the letter or the statue. It doesn't
just-
have any connection.
I'm
It just
gonna
seems to
touch
be
my hands
striving.
again and be like, Kadukalas.
Nothing happens.
Different word, maybe.
Maybe check the other side of the corridor.
Yeah.
För helvete nu jävlar! Kan jag inte med mig?
You understand?
As real, you looking at the direction, nothing seems to be.
No,
At that corridor.
Coast clear.
Yeah,
Did
let's-
someone take a Did someone draw the D?
I drew everything. It's the D and the
Okay,
hands
we
and the
might
symbol.
need it later.
Maybe it's just a dead end. We should check the other side.
Nice one, block. Dead end.
Penis joke.
As Blork moves forward with his.
Tell me if I should stop.
Yeah, you can continue on.
I mean, if he would blade, I could lit the fires. But
You
I'm
reached
gonna
the-
light the fires as he's already walked past them
I'm
anyway.
seeing fine.
As you are igniting the fires, Blork, the first thing that you see is this larger statue that has just because it's incarved in the mountain in the wall, like full body like dwarfs. This one has been released from the wall and just tumbled into the floor, crashed down into like 1,000 pieces. It's made of some sort of material made for statues, maybe some sort of like. It's some sort of like softer material to make these statues, but they just been crushed into 1,000 pieces. This statue over here indicates the same, leaning on this warhammer or like a smith hammer, and in front of it has this large smith anvil, and in the middle it has the symbol of the Andul Kardir symbol.
What do you think happened here, Gulitar?
I think someone fell. Gonna walk over the statue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Lighting up the next.
I would say, just from this point, you ignite all of the blazers that are in this corridor. The same rumble happens, but as you reach the last pair of blazers and you ignite them, nothing happens. No rumble or anything.
Wow,
Should we push
it's
this one?
right now.
Hmm?
But do you want to find the D on this one as well?
Yeah.
Maybe there's another letter.
It would be weird if it was a double D.
It
Gonna-
happens.
Gonna do an investigation. We get any
Mhm.
bonuses on like a advantage on this one.
Searching for the D advantage.
Yeah.
The
A
endless
19.
struggle for searching for the D.
A 19.
A 19. Together, you look around the statue, and there's a set of hands on the side of the statue, on the left side of the statue.
I'm gonna push it. Or my hands.
You put your hands on it, and it moves across the side, and you see another letter has been revealed. The letter of U. With the what do you call it?
The roof.
The roof thingy on it. And it's pronounced O.
I'm gonna. Oh. That's the
That's-
rune.
Oh,
There's another corridor here.
yeah.
This other corridor continues on. You can see it splits into two sides.
What do you feel this way, tiny lady?
Uh,
Or pretty lady?
Can you detect magic quickly? Like,
Now your identify... no, the invisible thing is off, Rill. Do you sense the same thing? Illusion, evocation, conjuration.
Same thing as I sensed before. Illusion, conjuration,
What
invocation.
does illusion mean? Is it not real?
Yeah, it could be a lot of things. It's kind of like what you reveal with your lantern. Most of that is illusion magic that you can see.
True.
Okay.
Kind of like... I don't know. Wait. But yeah,
Make this too hard
no,
for him.
I don't even know how to explain it either.
As soon as you step into this corridor and you reach to the other side, the first
I
thing
am
that you notice...
I'm just gonna say that as I feel my ability to see invisibility drops, I'm just dropping another sorcery point so my eyes glow purple again.
You want to see more of that.
Yeah.
As you continue on into this corridor, it splits into two ways. On this way, there are two doors. One, they look like... Now these doors are a little bit different. Both of these doors have a wooden... they are wooden doors with metal or steel hinges and enforced with steel. And there are no plaques or anything that reveal what it is. Not on the doors, but I would say because most of you have very high perception, because you're a higher level now, you see that there are writings on both of the top side on the door frames, and they're written in this dwarven runes. And I would say because you have a person that talks and speaks dwarven,
Right.
you know, Vidal, that this door leads to something called Vault of History.
I'm gonna go up to the door and say, Vault of History.
And the other door reaches to something that says Throne Room.
And this one is the throne room.
On the other side of the corridor, as Blork and you saw, there is this square in the middle of this larger chamber that looks like a fountain. On top of the fountain is this larger brazier that seems to be not ignited, but the fountain is fully functioned. But it is not water that pools out from it. It's some sort of red liquid that is pouring down into the fountain itself.
So should we check the throne room vault thing first or just push through?
I don't know what we should do. It's so many corridors and doors and rooms.
Maybe I should just activate the thing so we can at least go towards the hammer location, if anything, maybe.
Yeah.
Or we can go and check first. Since
I
we're
don't-
already here.
I don't even know what we're supposed to do.
Are you supposed to find a hammer? Or are you supposed to find I'm looking at Vidal.
Adamantium
That
powder.
powder thingy. They're gonna make powder from it, I think. I don't think it's powder now. Maybe it is. I don't know.
Okay, so just keep looking then. What should we do?
You wanted to go to the throne room? Ri?
I'm more interested in the vault of history, actually.
Maybe we should try both then. Okay. Not
History
like we're-
first. Then.
History, yes.
See, I'm gonna move to that thingy and look at it. Okay. It seems to be that the door is shut. It seems to be locked.
Can you fix that, Blakey?
a normal lock. It doesn't have one of those like beep boop thingy.
Robin, I see you
lockpick.
can like click the door. If I click it, will it show as locked or what?
I will look at it. You can
Sure.
try.
It's locked. Oh my god, it's so cool.
Oh my god, it is
What
awesome.
happens if Blinky lockpicks it and click on it?
I'll try lockpicking then.
Okay. Roll a lockpicking.
21.
21. You easily picklock it. It is almost too easy. You feel it, the ancient like wheels inside, the mechanical stuff inside of the door just quickly click as it open up.
Child's play, which could be bad.
And
But-
now you can try to click the door now.
Oh my god,
Oh,
that's cool.
Inside, you can see that there are numerous of these sections of bookshelves that are just gathered up together in rows. You can see most of these stuff are like stained books into the shelf itself. With these, each and every one of these books have these iron chains that is mounted inside of their spine. And there's some sort of like iron spine together, infused to it together. So it is not that easy to... If you would rip out the book, you will actually destroy the book.
It's to read on the spot. So I could
Yes.
pull it out, open it,
You
and
can
read
read
it
it
and
on
put
the
it
spot.
back. Yeah.
But
It's
they are
like looking
shamed.
at things in a store when you can't like
Exactly.
had a lot of
Let's-
effects.
I look down at Blinky. Any traps?
Any traps?
Make an investigation check.
Would you trap the library?
I would.
If it is this easy to open it.
Investigation, you say?
Mm-hmm.
A 30, I say.
30. Investigating the room itself, it doesn't seem to be trapped. You feel more confident that you can go into this place as you lean in towards the side, and you can see on this side there is this wall, and you can see there are scriptures on the wall. From the first glance of it, it looks like there are multiple of these dwarven runes that are written in different sections of it. But it doesn't seem to be trapped or anything. With a 30, you also see that you can see like past the books and shelves, you can see past the springs and the holes of the shelves. You can see there is a corpse lying on this side of the room.
It's
a
clear, but there's a dead guy. I'll go
I
look
mean-
at that.
If they're dead, it's fine.
Hello there.
As you move to the corpse, it looks like the remains of a dwarf. Had a long grey whitish beard. Now skeleton, corpse, more. It seems to have been closed in here for quite some time. It's very hard to distinguish the sex of this corpse because it's been so long exposed. But the clothing, it is dusty, it is moldy, it has this dark brown cloak, dark grey pants, a huge coin medallion of some sort of like Andul Kadir symbol on it. And you can see the corpse is clutching a tome. A larger tome, bluish tome, leather-made tome. And you can see, because if you show it to Vidal, you can see there are dwarven runes on the spine of this on this tome. But this tome is not chained to anything of the shelves. It is just a book that this person had.
Someone really liked their smut, right?
What does the book say?
It reads The Journal of Thurogram.
I would have loved if it was like a firm grip, like 6 or something.
Yeah.
The only addition to the it was just one of them left in history.
So, Robin, what did you say?
Really, it's like, oh,
The journey of
The Journal of Thurogram. Thurogram.
You think this was Thurogram? Because he's holding his journal.
Could be. Or it's important to keep away from people that were here, maybe.
What does it say?
Do you take the book from the corpse?
Nu finns han överallt, i alla väggar, i alla...
I'm sorry.
Ögonen flyga så vi inte kommer hem.
Exakt. Det blir ju bortflugen när det flygs.
Should we read it?
Seems important, no?
Yeah.
Do we want to find out how he died?
And you?
No. If we have 10 minutes. Well, you look around, maybe I can do that.
Ah,
Okay.
is there an index in here? Like this shelf contains this or that, or does it look like something that could be potentially an index?
I would say, make an investigation check. Those who are looking around in the vault, and Vidal, you are going to read, I presume.
Yeah.
Are you reading the last entry of the book, or are you just flipping up randomly, or
I'm gonna read the last entry.
the last entry?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna do Memory of the Dead. But I don't have my mask, so I assume it's not gonna be as long as it usually was.
Probably.
But it won't take. It always takes 10 minutes, I think, to do
Mhm.
Memory of the Dead, so it won't make a difference there.
No.
But then
But-
it should be 3 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Before it dies,
roughly,
yeah. Yeah.
So, Rill, I want you to make an investigation check.
I will start with casting Comprehend Language.
That's very good. Blork, what do you want to do? Are you
I'm just observing what's happening.
okay? So, Rill, you cast the spell, and you can cast that as Vidal is still reading and trying to like decipher what is actually being written. It's very
See if
poorly written.
Oh, that's about right.
With a 12, you look through the books. There are the books that you have. They are made into sections. They have cataloged them in such a way. The row that you're standing in front of now, the singular like shelf, you can see that all of them says historical tomes, and it says volume 1 to 254. And they are like volumes. There are 254 of these volumes of historical tomes.
Gods. And it only says historical tomes. It doesn't say
Historical tomes.
history of Smaha.
They are all numbered with 1, 2, 3, 4, and then to 254.
Also, as I am reading, I'm touching all the books because I need to touch to be able to read.
Mm-hmm. As you touch probably the last one, it has this very weird glow to it.
And it says...
Tome 254.
Can I get it out?
You can. You take the book and you... It is quite larger, so you take the book and you take it out. And as soon as you drag it out, a quill falls out from underneath the book. And the book immediately stops glowing.
I'm gonna pick up the quill.
Mm-hmm.
Does it seem weird in any way?
It is weird. It has this dark blue tint to it. Still like a quality as a raven's feather more. But it is definitely some sort of quill.
I'm gonna keep this for now.
All right. Videl, you are done reading before Blinky do Memory of the Dead. You see that it is written, and the date, and remembering the date where you are now, it seems to be the last entry was written 220 years ago. And it says, I will also send you this also, but I'm going to read it because of, the stream and everything,
How kind of you.
I'm very kind, but I'm going to drop it in our Discord. But I will start to read it now. It has fine.
Can you read it as Videl? Because I'm gonna read it out loud.
Now the challenge is real.
Ba 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 ba.
Oh, it's more bah.
Ma ba. It has finally come to this. I am finally alone in what that remains of home. The last of my brothers and sisters has been sealed away within the vault of the core, and now I have my rewarded rest. The throne is empty as my heart, and my kinsman has forsaken us. Nobody is coming. Nobody knows that I'm here. I will keep my honor intact. As my last of my clan, I may my ancestors forgive my sinful act. May my body return. Let my body return with dignity. May my mind as gold and my heart as diamond. Forgive me, Earth Mother. Forgive me.
Is it okay that you read that as me?
Yes.
Or do I need to read it again?
No. I read it as you. And also, you can see, I also didn't tell you that because when you take away the book, you can see there's a dagger hidden underneath the clothing that is revealed underneath the cloth of of this person's clothing. The memory of the dead goes through Blinky as you are transported away. You can see it is complete darkness. You can hear somebody. It sounds like this person is sobbing. And then you feel like it is closing the book. And then opening up the book again and closing the book, opening up the book and closing the book and opening up for the last time, pressing it against it, and then whisper something in Dwarvish. And then you feel first the pain reaches the abdomen. It's so horrifyingly painful, but then it turns more to a blissful feeling as the life ends. Very slowly for this individual, but ends in peace. But the last thing you hear before this person finally is rewarded its rest, it's some sort of creature or something that is roaring in the background. It sounds like it's large. It sounds so familiar in some way. It sounds otherworldly, but it still sounds familiar. As you return with Videl close by. And also Blork.
Well, it was certainly better way to go than what Nyx did.
What did Nyx do?
Oh, he sliced his Tamar's throat like 7 times and ripped out his heart. Not recommended.
Uh-huh.
So how did he die?
He stabbed himself. Here. Felt good towards the end though. No more pain. He was very sad.
Yeah, judging from what Vidalia's read, probably not the happiest lad.
No. I think I may have heard.
Does it sound like a dragon?
Dragging.
Is that what I could have potentially
Mm,
guessed it could
a
have been?
maybe a little bit smaller, but
Maybe.
Something that sounded like a large monster. Ish dragonish, but not, maybe not. Sounded familiar. Like a big roaring creature somewhere.
Cool.
Uh,
We're good at finding random, weird, vicious creatures.
Maybe the footprint creature.
I hope not, because that means that the footprint creature would be at least
Old.
250 plus years.
Yeah.
And that's
well, at least if we need to ask something, we know where they are. In case we get stuck somewhere, then we can potentially come back and ask them.
true.
So that is good. But
Mm,
we should save our things until we need them, right? Yeah.
yeah,
Have a
found a-
tendency to.
I
Yes.
found a cool feather quill thing.
Oh, that's nice.
Mm.
Can
I'd
give
like
it
you
to
check it up.
Divas.
No, more like you to check it later, not now.
Oh yeah.
See if it's actually something sort of glowing. Maybe it was just looking fancy.
Yes. Okay, so are we done in here? Did you find anything interesting while I was doing that?
There's like 253 volumes of history.
Should we bring them with us?
All 253 of
Maybe we
them.
can give them to a librarian and then can catalog all of it for us and tell us the nitty bits.
They're also
Money! Money! Oh,
Yeah,
right, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
We
it
can
would be
probably
kind
find
of
better-
funny to give them the first and the last volume and then say good luck finding the rest.
Yes. To
That's
that librarian that you had passive aggressive.
Ooh,
yeah.
yeah. She would love that. It's like, here's the first copy of History 1 and the first copy of History 253.
We would like you to insert the middle part, biased your own knowledge and thought process. Okay, well, we're moving
Did
then.
you look in the last book?
No.
Should we? Just to
I mean,
see what
good.
year that was. If it should be the same as
It's-
this one though. Yeah. Let's move on.
I can just,
No worries, I wait.
I just go and open the volume 253, I think it was, and see what, like...
oh,
if
the
it
last
says
one.
Yeah, yeah.
254.
While they're doing that,
54,
I'm just gonna
okay.
check if this door is locked.
It does look like the door is open.
We don't need to
Just-
lockpick this one, Lord. Wait.
Okay.
Is there a year in the book? Like,
As you open it up, it is roughly 220 years. The last entry.
what is
and
the
the-
last entry? Like, just, no, I'm not gonna read the entire paragraph, but like the 2-3 sentences, the last one?
It is it is a chapter, and the last entry is like 20 chapters deep, and it has. All right, you have a comprehend language. All of it, you see that it is reports, indicated reports of. Let me just bring those books back. Yes. There are reports about alliances around the mountain. There is a resource count. There is also how many magical weapons that had been produced, how many magical weapons that has been destroyed, and what is the status of the concealed wielder weapons. Also. The last entry seems to be the last entry is the final report on the concealed wielder weapons that are sealed away in this facility.
Did you take the dagger, by the way, Vida?
No, I just took the book.
Well, then I took the dagger.
Mhm.
Does it
Wha-
say where they're sealed away in here, or just that
No.
they're sealed away?
Yes, they are just reports, like each and every one of them. It is more like code names or like code numbers, like item A254. Okay, stable, no indication of further contamination, and then just continues on to the next one entry and just go boom, 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 boom past.
Yeah, it's gonna shove that back.
Well, Rill does that. I want to check the first one and see what year that first entry is.
Pull it out. You check at it. It stretches back. It is stretching so far back. You would calculate it is roughly 3,000 years ago. Roughly 3,000.
Really fun to give the librarian and have a crack that code.
And it is the first entry, and the first entry that you, or the first volume, and the first entry that you can see, it is the first part of the history how this place was built.
Hi, new book.
Hi, my book.
Videl is so curious, you're gonna check all the books.
Gonna stand there and start reading first.
And
entry.
Robin, you have to read them all.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
yeah.
walk past him and like, can we can come back, you know.
yeah, sorry. I'm gonna put it
Unless
back.
there's something life-threatening in here, but we
So,
can come back.
yes, so I'm
I
just
would
gonna
say-
lost in the text, but
I would
Yes,
say
what do you
before Rill interrupts you, you read the beginning of how they built this place. They found this place from they believe that this came at the first iteration of it. They believe that this was a falling star, and they decided to build on the mountain where the fallen star fell. And they didn't think that at first that that falling star was the mountain itself. They believe that the mountain got singed by the remains of the star that fell. But then, as Rill interrupted you, they discovered that the star is the mountain, and that is when she called out. Vad var du sa, Lilly? Sa du någonting? Nej.
yeah.
Mhm.
I put it back.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is a lot of history books.
Yeah.
Very old. I
Fascinating.
assume yours was older than mine.
3,000 years old.
Tiny lady,
Mm-hmm.
could you teach me how to read someday?
I can try. I'm not that good at reading, but I learned from watching and listening to others, so I can at least teach you. If I can learn, so can you.
I know A, B, and now D. But the D looked weird.
It's a dwarven D, so I couldn't read that either. That's the problem, isn't it? You have to learn to read in different languages too.
That's
Mine
very-
doesn't even have like a written language, which is so weird when I actually have seen it on my cone. That isn't a cone anymore, it's on my backpack.
And I assume now that Videl and Rill comes out of the room.
Yeah, they're
The door is
very old.
open!
Yeah, trapped.
Natural 20! So,
It's a
You know
trap.
what?
It's
It is not.
32.
It is not trap, but it seems like whoever had opened this door previously has sprung up a trap.
So there's a trap now?
No,
No?
there is no trap active.
Activate the
right now.
trap.
uh-huh. No, it's fine.
What about that corpse with the
Oh god,
arrow
okay,
in
I
it?
hate this room. What the fuck is this?
What do you see in there?
It is a large room, and it stretches on for many meters away. It is a large throne room that you can see. And I'm going to change some music.
This is what I've never gotten with specifically dwarves. Considering I know how my legs feel after a long walk. And they just like to suffer, don't they?
I mean, they're basically compact beings of pure muscles and
The
will.
only thing that
I
you
look
see
at my
here,
own frail little body. Yeah.
the only thing that is this room is not completely dark. The thing that is lighting up this place is the thing in the middle. It is a large spherical in wheels within wheels apparatus, and in the middle there it looks like this glass container that could have something inside of it. But it stands on this a very large platform. It looks like the ground has been carved and it's dragged up, and it's hanging on this large in this hole. And there are 4 of these ginormous chains from the roof that is connected to this floating island stuff. And there are 2 large stone bridges that have been built to get over onto this floating island. On the left side or the right side of you, there is this large platform that is indicated that there is this there is the 3 sets of chairs that looks like it is a throne. 3 different throne stools that are there. And also on the other side, you can see there is an opening, and you can see briefly the very edge of like a platform that you are familiar with. A platform that seems to be where in Mount Nope, where the anvil stood on top. Also, I will also say, here there is an opening, just a clear opening. Here is another of the door. Here is a door. All of these are pillars that stretches up 15 meters up into the air and holds this very large ceiling. And as you look up into the ceiling, it is this painted canvas of different... You believe that it would be like the dwarven pantheon, just painted and created on the very ceiling. And on this side, it is this large vault door made out of pure gold. It looks like it has some sort of combination lock on it. And before we do anything else, my friends, we're going to have a short break just for people to go to the toilet and refill their glasses with water. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Okay. You are inside of this large throne room.
So, should we leave?
Bye.
To Kyril!
Yes.
God. I don't want to say a stupid tongue.
We're gonna walk in.
Mhm.
Yes, a lot of cool architecture in here. Anyone seen a hammer?
I want to look at this core in the middle.
Don't touch anything. Watch out for uneven surfaces in the ground. You know all that.
As you reach the stone bridge, Videl, you can see on the edge, as you're looking down, you can see there are molten lava that is moving around quite some meters down, but you can still see the glowing red crimson fire that it's burning underneath. And this core roughly hangs halfway down towards the molten core.
How big is the core?
Do you mean the thing that is on top?
Yeah.
It is roughly like the centerpiece. It is as small as a hand that you can put in something inside of it. But the wheels upon wheels, there are 4 sets of wheels. The first wheel is like 2.5 meters by 2.5 meters, like large.
Big.
The other one is like double that, and the furthest one is like 10 meters sphere that is just moving around.
Oh, it's that huge.
It is a huge piece of construct.
So
And
this
all
around
of-
is a hole down.
Hmm?
This is open like
This is open, yes.
yeah, down.
Over here, yes. It's
Yeah.
just down.
There's no like
There's
fence
no railing
no.
or no fence. It's just down.
I'm gonna grab Ril's hand. I'm just gonna lean. Look.
It's just some kind of trust exercise.
Oh, yeah, it hold my hand.
Oh, yeah, you're making me a bit nervous here.
You're sweating. You're not sweating. Do not sweat.
I'm just not that strong, you know.
I'm just gonna lean a little bit.
I
Let's see
gotta.
how deep it is.
She's not that heavy. I'm gonna as I walk carefully up the stairs.
As you move carefully up the stairs leading towards this apparatus, as soon as you step the first step, you feel the warmth of the magma underneath. Even though that is so far down, it is roughly between like 25 to 30 degrees Celsius. It is rapidly getting to that intense degree of like warmth, because you have also winter clothing on you.
I'm moist again.
Yes. It is, for you, Blinky, it is hard to distinguish. Maybe it's a kilometer down. Maybe there's 2 kilometers down. It is grotesquely far down.
So if we fall, we have time to think how to save ourselves.
I was thinking of that, like if we fall, at least there will be feather fall will take a long time to think about your life and all that.
Okay, pull me back, Winky.
Mm-hmm.
Staying away from that, Vidal.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not a mom. I'm not a mom.
I'm not gonna touch it.
No,
Vidal.
no, it's just old things. It might break. I did your. It's fine. You can fly.
I'm a
To
mountain
reach
goat.
the side of the apparatus inside, you can see in the middle of it, the middle section that you can actually turn or do something is an hourglass.
So is the apparatus not moving? It's
It's not moving. It is still. It is stuck in one motion.
I wanna
And you
go.
can see the hourglass is on the bottom. Like there is nothing that indicates it is.
Then I can go inside, right?
You
Towards the center, towards the
Yeah, you
hourglass.
can definitely do that. You
Are these-
reached.
Oh, sorry. No, continue.
You can also see now that you're walking in them, inside each and one of these, inside of these weird wheels, there are arcane runes covering all the sides in all of them. And you can make an Arcana check.
Oh, hell yeah. 23.
Every wheel has this amount of strong abjuration magic circles. Everything is pointing downwards. Everything that is happening, they are concealing what this is producing on this middle core thing.
But it's pointing towards the center of the...
Yes. So it's protecting the middle section for something not to expand outward.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and look at the hourglass.
Mm-hmm. What everybody else are going to do?
Are
Start
these
with
orbs?
Blakey.
No, these are not orbs.
I'm like,
I'm gonna tell you, in the
Yeah.
middle section, Vidal is going to his position here. Here, there is an anvil. The same thing that you saw in Mount Nope. Large rune anvil that you have seen previously, that the Andul Kardil had probably used previously. Here, there is some sort of crystal, brownish crystal. It looks like some of the dwarves maybe have carved through it. Maybe they have used it as a component or something to interact with the anvil. And behind that is a furnace that is nothing, that is not warmed up or it's not ignited. It is cold as the winter night. On the left side, you can see there are more bookshelves. And bookshelves filled with these books that are chained together and chained to the bookshelf. On the other side, it's a working station with a lot of paper and some sort of tomes or things that are standing clustered up together there. On each of these three tables, imagine you can see this laboratory glass apparatus that are just connected with these lines of glass that have this liquid that going pass through of them. There's no liquid going by them because there's no warmth, there is nothing that indicates that it will start. But all of them have different types of liquid in them in a very large base container of them. One is red, one is blue, and one is green. And you can see on this side, there are multiple humanoid-sized cages that are opened.
So we light, do you want to light the furnace and destroy the scepter?
That sounds like a bad thing. Won't he get just released then?
I don't know.
Well, probably wait with that. We can always come back. Maybe. Potentially.
Oh.
Maybe. It sounds very tempting though, but let's check first.
what is this? Is this the cages or is this?
That's the
These are cages.
Yeah, and this too.
All of these are cages.
Yeah. And these were the liquid thingies.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think these are? Do you think they're important?
I don't think we should drink them.
No. But it's always red, blue, and green in every place we go. Like red crystals, red, blue. Starting to be a theme. So.
Vidal, what do you want to do with the hourglass?
I want to investigate it without touching it.
You can do that.
15.
It is definitely something linked to this hourglass. You believe that if you would turn the hourglass around, because in the circle there's a smaller circle that you can turn the hourglass and then it would stop dripping and it will start counting. You believe that is an hour-long hourglass, and if you will turn it, it will turn probably the apparatus on.
Maybe they made alcohol with these. Maybe they can just use prime colors.
Maybe. What do you think this is? Is this important rock? Is this powder rock?
Does it look powdery?
It is not powdery.
Could it be powdery?
I don't know. Block, help us
If
find
you
a
smash
hammer.
it hard enough, everything could be powder.
I mean,
That's right.
That's right.
do you think
But
this is
good
what
job.
we're looking for? The material thingy?
It is not black. It doesn't seem to be a
I don't even know what the metal we're looking for looks like.
I was just gonna ask, do you have
Barely
any idea what
pronounce
we're
it.
actually
I
looking
can-
for more than a name?
I don't know either. We should have really asked what color it has at least. If it's shiny
I mean,
or
it would
like...
be kind of hard to ask the rock high, what's your name?
Maybe we can.
I've seen you do stranger things.
Huh?
That is very true.
Maybe we can read and... I don't know. We're going to this table and finding whatever the fuck this is.
As I
Can
look
you
around
even
the
read any of this?
No.
as I look around the apparatus, Robin, does it seem like all the things around that they would turn and move and such?
All the wheels will start turning.
It looks
Everything
like that.
else will be stationary.
Yeah.
But it's peculiar that this island is mounted with these large, thick metal chains that comes, you see all of those are metal chains that are connected to the roof. And they're holding this floating like island piece.
Oh, I so want to turn it.
I'm gonna start reading the documents on the table, see if I can find anything of interest.
Mm-hmm. There are...
Still having comprehend language for an hour.
Yes. There are numerous of these pages that are just flattened out all over this table. Whoever was looking into it, in your horrifying discovery, this person has been studying the Dark Scepter quite thoroughly. It has taken some personal notes, how long the scepter is, how much ingredients or components it took to create it, what type of materials it is, and you get the sense. I want you to make an Arcana check just to see if you could piece everything like together with all the notes, what this person was trying to do.
Probably not, considering how my rolls has been this evening. Let's see.
16. You
Still haven't rolled over 10.
That's true. But you think that whoever was doing what they were doing, you believe that they were looking to enhance the scepter, use it to a more higher altitude of the magic it contains. You more and more think that this is probably a recent thing, that a person has made this discovery quite recently. The pages and the books and the things that are flat on this table is not dusty by anything, but the table underneath you can see scrape marks of dust across the table. So you believe that whoever was here to planting out these papers has been here quite recently.
I'm just gonna start collecting all the papers and turn to Blinky. Some kind of like recipe of dwarven soup.
Why would they have that? Now? Someone got hungry on the job?
It was a joke. It's papers on the scepter.
Oh. That makes more
Recent
sense.
Papers on the scepter, as in like they're not 200 plus years old.
So someone has been checking up on it?
I mean, I'm gonna assume
Gun.
that someone is Nyx.
Also, a good thing to
Could be.
notice,
Could also be Ilwe.
when you are picking up all the pieces, the book that is on the last, like you take on all the pieces of paper, there is a tome. You can see that the chain that it has been broken in the middle section of it, like somebody has used some sort of magical stuff to break this chain to place the book over here.
What's in that book? What's in that book?
The first pages are it is the history of the scepter, like more like scribbles, like the history that you had previously been presented, like who was the wielders and whatnot. But then you start to come to sections where you can see experimentation of changelings.
Lovely.
It's your mother's diary.
Oh god. Oh
Shut
god,
up.
it's your diary! Oh no.
I'm walking
I'm gonna
down
keep
from the
this well.
platform and towards Blinking Reel. So you can just say when I arrive from it.
Mhm.
What's that then?
Basically the history of the scepter, but a much deeper version than anything we've ever seen before, because I guess this is the source material.
Riveting. Is there a picture of him on the background, like an author kind of thingy?
I doubt it. Since someone went through a lot of trouble to actually get it loose from the bookshelf, I think we should just store it for later reading.
Yeah,
Vidal,
probably.
you have arrived now to them.
Or what?
Books and the
Books.
scepter.
More things. Notes.
Have you found anything?
Rocks, flasks,
Is that
colors.
rock important? Do you know what brown rock is?
Can I roll a nature check on the brown rock?
Yes, you can.
14.
It is some sort of quartz.
Some sort of quartz.
Like a quarter, like a money thingy. The heck is a quartz?
Nah, don't
It's a
think it's
type
worth.
of rock.
Yeah, fancier rock. Ish.
Ah,
Rock. I know my
Robin.
rocks.
Mm-hmm.
I want to open this door.
I'm looking where you are. Oh,
Should
over
we
there.
light the furnace?
As you,
Yeah, maybe.
Lork, you come to that side of the door. That door holds. It is this large symbol in carving on the door with a huge head of a dragon.
That's why I wanted to open the door.
let's go! The dragon door!
And you can see there is a small hole, circular hole, where you probably need to insert something to open the door.
The key. Yeah.
Yeah, the key.
Oh, you guys.
It says insert.
So we're gonna light this. Is this
Would this be similar to the teleportation thingy?
Wait, this one?
Well, the last anvil also acted as a teleportation
Oh yeah, no.
platform. No,
This-
this is not that.
This is not. My wife is just goofing around my screen. I'm sorry. Stop it! No, it's not a teleportation circle. It does not have any of those symbols or like lines of.
So
magical
activating it shouldn't be that terrible.
Maybe
Good.
not.
Well, not
Maybe.
not as in teleporting everybody here. Yeah, good.
okay? I mean, what's the worst that can happen on lighting a thingy magic, right? What about the
I
vault?
don't know. Last time we needed like some really cool fire to get it lit.
There's an hourglass in the thing in the middle. I want to
Is it?
turn it.
How about we do that last?
Yeah.
What about the vault? Do you think that's the vault where he locked all his brethren inside to die?
Maybe. There's
Yeah.
We wait with that one.
that's some magical runes protecting it from expanding.
Let's wait with that then.
It's considering that there should be a lot of changelings and potentially lithids down here. It's kind of empty. Also, I don't see any canine, two-legged, large creatures either.
Nope, it's eerily
That's-
quiet.
That.
Speaking of large creatures, where's Blork?
Look.
Can I see him from here? Because I can technically.
Blork, you come to this other large door, and it looks like it has a face that looks like a dwarven face carved into the door. But it does look like you can open it.
But I hear they screaming, so I go back a bit.
Yes.
Find anything?
Putting your hand on the handle. Oh.
I found a door with a dragon image, but it was locked.
Oh.
And then I found
Yeah.
another door, but it was open.
What was behind the door?
A corridor.
This place is big.
Yes, I'm looking
Yeah.
for the hammer.
Yeah. Why are we lighting this? Why do we what do we want to do with lighting it?
No, actually, I was just thinking we could imbue something or destroy the center. It's okay.
Wait, we'll put a pin in that.
So
And
put
Yeah.
a pin in the anvil and the
Mhm.
core.
I don't know.
We're still looking for ham, but
I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna cast la da da. Where is it? Detect object. Locate object.
Mm-hmm.
It will be that. So it's like 1,000 feet of you.
Oh, you're looking for a
Uh,
specific item, and
I'm
you're looking for
looking
a hammer.
for the dwarven hammer
It
that were
is
described to us.
there,
Ugh.
in this direction.
Could it be potentially where the first locked door was, where we came from ish?
you mean the vault?
Or is it the vault thing?
It's more
It's
towards
another
the
door
wall.
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
When you reach that door, the door is made out of gold, complete solid gold, and there is there looks like there is a combination. You can drag and scroll down some letters of these runes.
It's locked.
How many of those?
There are 3.
3.
Maybe this is why we need the D. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna put in.
D and
Duh.
How many was there?
Try Dune,
3.
because it's
There's-
Barin Dune.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna.
you flip over to hit Dune. Nothing happens.
No, maybe we should find a third one then.
It has to be a third statue
Yeah.
somewhere then. Seems like a
God
really
damn it.
weird way to hide a password for a door. I can imagine the hassle if you send someone here, like, if you need the password to the golden door, you need to go and push all the statues that were randomly placed around this complex, and then you need to find the letters, and you need... It's
Maybe it
such
was a prank.
convoluted way.
Maybe it was a prank on someone that was new at the job.
I
and they
think
wanted
you're right.
that person to work out a little bit.
No, I think you were right before. Dwarfs just really enjoy walking a lot.
And suffering.
Yeah,
how
clearly,
many-
considering the...
Yeah. How many letters is it if I start turning?
There are only 6 letters.
I'm gonna go through 6 of them.
Okay.
So
As you go through, it says now Dune, Doom, Thoom, Dooth, and then you hit the last one is Duel, and then you hear a click from the door.
on the last rune.
Duh, no.
It's
Inside of it, Blinky has the first reaction, which is very good. The first thing you see is this very large, adult-looking dragon that is in a pose.
Oh, thank God.
But then you see it is not alive. It is actually a skeleton.
It's a dragon.
Yes, it's dead. I hope. Yeah. Okay.
And inside of it, you can see there is this vault filled with arcane magical stuff, armors, 5 crystals on top of these larger pedestals, and there are some goodies also over here, and there's another library over here.
Checking for traps. like a crazy maniac.
Waiting for Blinky to
Shaking out the dragon.
perhaps.
That has block. Your life depends on it.
Okay. It's so cool.
You can see, Blork, that when you reach closer to as Blink is looking around, you can see that there are some carvings on the skeleton's scales and on its actual bone structure. It looks like they have been carving out materials from this dragon.
It's someone has been doing stuff with this.
Weird.
31.
You look around, you can see there are 5 points in this room, and I'm going to indicate them with black dots. Almost like that, that, and that. And you think that all of these places has been triggered by alarms.
But they are not now.
And now the small craters has previously been people.
But there doesn't seem to be any more now.
Doesn't seem to be any more, no.
Well, good news. All of those little black spots of nothingness is where the traps used to be. And I assume that might be ash.
That doesn't make me feel any more secure, but you know.
I don't see any more. Unless I'm really bad at seeing them.
Do I sense the hammer?
Oh yeah, the hammer is lying. The hammer is over here.
The hammer's over here, guys.
So these black things is that dead things?
Yep. Most likely. Ash. I'm shooting there.
Yeah, don't lick it.
No.
And there are no
Even if
trigger
you wanna.
pressure thingies underneath the things, so we pick them up. That's what I want to check.
No,
Indiana Jones style.
Yeah.
no.
Seems to be fine. The hammer's here.
See if you find something of value.
What is on the other tables?
Should we just pick it up?
How big is
Over-
it? Can I even pick this up?
The hammer? No, it is too big.
Lurk!
Yes,
I can't pick up this hammer. We need it.
I help you.
Thank you.
Can we get it in the bag? Is it too big?
No, you can put it in the bag.
Okay.
So I will tell you what it's on. Not the saying what it is, but on each of one of these tables. This table is 4 long staffs of different colors and different things on top of them. The first one has a golden like orb in the top of it and is made out of wood. The second one, it is black and has a snake head on top of it. This one is more of an alabaster white staff. And the last one looks like a staff that is more like a monk staff. On this table, there are 3 tomes, 2 that are open and 1 that is closed and chained together with this. It looks like some sort of like metal chain. And here there are more books, 3 armors, the hammer, and let's see, I got to scroll down a little bit. First was the hammer. The second one is a dagger, and the next one is also a dagger close by to it. This one is a large, grim-looking axe. Next one looks like it's a mace, but it looks like it is a demon's head on it. And over here, there is it looks like we'll call it a hilt the place where you hold the sword, just that
Scabbard.
No,
The scabbard.
the scabbard, but there's no edge, there's no blade on it.
Oh wait, no, the scabbard is like the hilt, or do you mean like the end of a blade?
No, it's the handle. You can
Okay, no, then it's not a scabbard. Then.
Yes, hilt.
the handle of the sword, but there's no blade on it. And also, this is a very weird looking statue. It looks like it is a dwarven woman that stands with her hands out and makes this charming gesture with the hands outward, no beard, dressed like a commoner, like an inn personnel. They just stands there and smiling and looking towards you as you arrive inside the room. It's just a weird looking statue. All of the other statue has been this pompous, the pompy and very like military and just serious. This one is completely ridiculous looking.
Does the
So they s-
statue have any place to put your hands? Like the
No.
other?
You can still put your hands on the statue if you want to.
No, not there.
Why not?
I'm gonna
I wanna see if
grab her
there's any
hands.
You grab
as
her
he's, like,
hands.
high-fiving the fucking statue. I wanna read the titles in the library.
Oh yeah. Oh, you went over there. Goody goody. I'm just
Yes.
gonna bring forth the titles for you. Before I'm gonna do Vidal, I'm going to tell you the titles. There are the same like journals, tomes, but I want you to roll an investigation check just to see how many of titles you find that are sticking out. Otherwise, some of them just don't have a title. You think that they are journals, maybe they are just tomes and collective books, but
Are these all chained as well?
no. They just peculiarly just put into this large vault.
Oh God.
As I said, I have not rolled over 10 a single
don't-
time today.
It's more like I think that Nyrelia is getting bored about
So
all this.
bored.
It's just journals, books, whatever. It's
Is
Where's
one of them is a
porn?
snail? So I was just gonna say, there's very little porn in this library for some reason.
for in this very moment, I would think that Nyrelia is bored out of her head. Like it's so much. It's dwarven. It's so. Ugh. You don't find anything interesting, unfortunately, with an 8.
Doesn't stop me from bagging every single book in my bag of holding, though.
That's true. That is very true.
It's good that we have 2 bag of holdings because we're gonna fill them up.
Oh, Vidal, Vidal, Vidal. As
Walk
soon
right
as
into
you
the only trap.
as soon as you touch the hands, you hear a woman's voice inside of your mind. And it's very cheerfully like asking you, "What should I grant you, my dear?"
Can I release my hands?
No, you cannot.
Oh fuck.
The thing about not touching anything.
Also,
As-
like that you started like, I don't trust statues. Like,
As Blinky and Blork, you can see that Vidal is just locked the arms. on the
do we
sta-
hear the woman, or does he only hear
No,
it in his
he-
head?
No, he hears it in his head, but
Yeah.
he's like hold.
Can I move? Can I speak? Or am I
You can
just...
speak, you can move, but you cannot move your hands. They are locked, almost like in paralysis.
I look back over at Blink and Blork. Did you hear that?
What shall I grant you, my dear?
No, didn't hear anything.
Statue wants to grant me something.
Hang
I
on
wish-
tight.
And we're gonna shove things into the bag as we make our way towards.
This hammer, is it like the size of Blinky?
Yes.
So I shove that into her bag.
Wait, before you shove it, use that to shove the other things because we don't know if anything is cursed. So just scoop everything in with the hammer. Well, hang tight, Vidal. We're coming.
Okay.
Don't answer her
I
or
can't-
whatever.
As you're shoving in, they say, "Oh, I seem to be that you are goat folk. Well then, let me tell you the instructions. I can grant you sight of what to come. I can grant you sight of what is hidden. I can grant you sight upon your death. What do you choose, my lovely one?
I'm sticking my head out of the library. There's no picture books in here. It's so dull.
Maybe you should. You, Vidal is having weird conversations.
What?
I want Nyrelia, you roll a perception check with disadvantage. And I would say Blink and Blork would also do it with disadvantage.
Yeah, we're not even paying attention to Vidal right now.
What?
He's shouting.
Perception?
Perception check, yes. Disadvantage.
Oh, that's still like.
Natural 1.
Is it based on sight?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then it's a straight roll for me because I have advantage, because I have the stupid fucking Thalion circlet piece of shit on me still.
It's beautiful!
Maybe that would help you in this one.
Mm-hmm.
So just a straight roll.
28.
28. With disadvantage?
I rolled a 17 as disadvantage, 19 with
Holy goddamn.
So-
Okay.
I
And I
rolled
have-
a 10!
Oh,
I rolled a 10, so is that
my
over 10? I rolled
Yeah.
a 10! That's my highest roll today!
But unfortunately, you don't see anything. And Blork, you definitely see nothing as you are scooping in.
Yeah, exactly.
Blinky, as you are standing there, you hear something that is moving in the room. You turn around and you don't see anything. But it's almost like something was moving in the room. Right now, you cannot really investigate it because you're doing something else. But you notice something that was shifting. Something was heavy, moving in the room.
Has it been 10 minutes?
Not quite, no. I would say on the cast on it.
Okay, so I still have C invisibility.
Yes.
Yeah. 40. Fine. I think? How the fuck does this work? Wait.
Can ask her about
Yeah.
my death. What's hidden?
No, that's a bad go.
Okay.
Can you ask her to let go of your hands?
Did you ask about
No,
the
no,
death?
I'm just telling that out loud.
As you're telling that to out loud, it grants you this vision.
Kind of asked for it.
Yeah.
As he's doing that, I'm taking up my coin where I'm plotting, and then I'm looking over towards Nerea.
Mhm.
I don't want to alarm you, but I think there's something in the room moving around. I can't see it though. But I feel there's something large.
As you're holding the hands, Vidal, you sense something. As you turn around, you can see yourself lying on the ground with 3 arrows into your stomach. As you're gliding across the ground, you can see yourself just, why did you do this to me? And you look around and you can see, don't worry, love. This is just one of the opportunities. It looks like this is where you're heading right now. As you look at yourself crawling away from somebody that walks through you, this long, slender elf reaches down, grabs your hair and lifts you upward. As you can see that Thalion whispers into your ear, I never loved you anyway, and slit your throat.
Whoa!
I shouldn't laugh, but holy shit. Oh.
As you return back, as you are released, and she says, "But don't worry, love. It's just an alternative. Have a very nice day."
You
Can I
too.
take a few steps out? Do I see anything extremely large that is moving?
As you look into the room, nothing.
Do not touch your hands.
Have we gotten all the shit in here and moved our way over to Vidal?
I would say yes.
we did it kind of at a pace.
Yeah.
Oh, you got loose then?
Yeah.
Did she do anything to you?
She
You see a
showed me how
small
I die.
trickle of blood is running through from Videl's ear. Just a little trickle.
Bleeding a little bit from your ear.
It looked like you were going.
Yeah, a little bit. I can't reach you, but yeah.
I'm probably down on my knees, so.
Oh.
So if you want to lick my ear, you could. That's weird.
Gotta look at it and be like. Then she gets this weird look in her eyes.
Oh, wait, no. No, we're not doing that.
And broke my finger off on him. No.
Well, she showed me how I die, or one way. At least.
Are you dying in here now? But I'm gonna lean down to him and be like, by the way, there's a big creature in this room and I can't see it and it's weird. I feel it though.
Yeah. I wanna cast a spell.
You're gonna cast a spell?
Yes, I'm gonna cast a spell.
Mm-hmm.
Fireball!
Oh, torch the place.
No, I'm casting True Seeing.
Mm.
Mm.
Sure.
Let's see. True seeing, giving the ability to see hidden by magic and such things. Cool.
An ethereal plane.
As you reach in and you create this vision around your eyes, Rill, I assume that you are looking around. And as you are looking around, you see at one of that piece of armor, you can see there is something ethereal inside of it. And it's so weird looking. It's like floating in the midst of in the air. It has 2 arms, 2 legs, and a huge like cyclope eye that's just standing inside of it, and you can see it trying to move the piece of armor. Yes, with its claws. You can see it is standing on 2 legs and has these 3 claws at the very end of it. It's just trying to move the armor. So it's not invisible. It is not in this plane of reality. That's why you cannot see it through invisibility. It's in the ethereal plane and trying to manipulate in the material plane.
Do I think that this creature could potentially harm us through the armor?
Maybe. The armor is a full plate armor with spikes.
I'm looking towards Blinky and like gesturing a bit, trying to get her attention. And then I'm going to creep into her head. I don't really know how to tell you this, but there is like a creature in a different plane of existence, I think, that is currently living inside that armor over there.
At least we know where it is then. It must be the thing I heard, right? How do I hear that? Is my ears that good?
And it it's moving the armor. I think it's gonna try to attack us through the armor. The one with spikes on.
You see that during your talk, it has its hand inside of it. You can see that, and eventually it starts to move the armor's fingers a little bit, and then it goes back through it.
And looking up to Lork and being like,
Lork, bad armor over there. Bad armor.
Okay.
The thingy real says it's invisible or not. It's there, over there, Vidal.
I'm gonna
Pointing
stand
at a
up.
piece
So
of armor. The other two armors are, one looks like a dwarven made, just like that Garbod had. The other one looks more like, it still looks the same in a bit, but it has more like magical runes on it. And the other armor that is currently maybe moving, that is a huge darker, like slightly more darker colored and having these spikes and claws for fingers.
Oh.
That was a lot of sounds.
Yeah. What should we
Okay.
do with the invisible thing?
Let me try something. I'm gonna just wave a little bit towards the dragon,
Mm-hmm.
the skeletal dragon,
Mm-hmm.
and have it look towards the armors if I can move its head ever so slightly.
As you move it, you hear this
Yeah.
as the bone starts to like snap a little bit.
And
The
then the dragon is also gonna whisper,
Mhm.
like, "I see you."
Make a deception check.
I'm rolling good tonight. 21.
You see, Rill, that as soon as the armor starts to move, it says, "I see you." The creature looks at it and go, and disappear.
Think you scared it away.
You say that loud?
Yeah.
Did I? I mean, the dragon did, clearly. Oh, a spooky, scary dragon.
I'm gonna bag some books. There's some staffs here. Maybe you should take those as well.
What kind of books are you bagging?
I don't know. I'm just going into the library.
Let's
There's
go
no
bag some
picture
crystals
books. I'm
from-
just gonna bag everything.
Come,
Can I
Doc,
see
let's
what
bag
type
some
of books it is?
You can also make an investigation check. Please roll a 1.
An 11.
11.
2
I
ones.
mean, that's only 3 more than me because I rolled 8 in total.
Yeah, I know. You are really like, yeah, you agree with Nerelia. There's not so much other like types of books over here. It's just history books and what's up. You find, however, one book, because that has actually 11 as a DC to find, and that is the Tome of Dragons.
Oh,
Mm.
oh, that's going in the bag.
Were these crystals on the ground large?
Yes, they are as long as you are.
So not in the bag.
You cannot fit them into the bag, no.
Fine. We're going in a looted table. Lork! Bring the hammer to the table.
Okay.
Let's scoop.
All of these have different like books on them as well.
Okay, we're waiting with the books. We're taking the staffs.
But one of them doesn't seem to be a book. It is one of them that you see that is peculiar. It is this large. It's large as a notepad in the size, and it's thick. It's very thick. But you can see it is this crimson-looking bag that is very highly detailed. It has golden edges, and it has these what do you call them? You can it's snöre, just to drag to strap the hole, and you can open up almost like a coin bag. But it's specifically made for whatever this is. It also has this underneath the strings. It has a flap underneath it that has this protection of this leather on top of it.
We should wait with scooping this one in because it might just be another bag of holding, and then we're into a whole
It is
shit.
small. No, no.
Lovely.
It is small. It is very small.
Ouch, I'm holding.
Pouch of holding. So I would assess that
Grabbing
it's
all
not a
the
bag of
books,
holding then.
pouring them down.
You're just
into
pouring
my
them down?
bag.
You're
Yeah.
not reading them. You're just pouring them down.
Yeah, I there's no picture books. I can't find shit in
Oh,
here. I'm
in
just gonna,
in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah, I'm
pouring
just
them.
bagging
Yeah.
them all.
I'm gonna help bagging him, so I'm gonna go.
It's just pull them in here.
So, Blinken Blork, are you reading the books, or are you just booking them with the?
No,
Hammer.
we're taking the staffs and leaving the books for the book people. Since
Reading.
I don't know. Bjork, you see this is a dwarven letter. I don't know what the fuck it is. I guess it's an A. No.
Could be a D.
Well, we know the D now. Oh, look. It has a
Yeah.
dear bitch. No,
So you
leaving
bag
that,
the
but
staffs.
yeah, I
and
guess I take in the bag then if it doesn't look like a bag of holding, then
the only book that you can see, that you can read from, that is that big, large black one with chains all over him, and it's a huge face on it. And it has a title in common on it.
oh, what does it say?
Book of Many Faces.
Oh, really?
Liber necrophilia.
No.
Chained down books. Never anything wrong with that, right?
Should we put it in the bag?
Is it chained to the table or is it chained?
No, it's chained
tight?
around it.
Yeah, slide that one in. The others can look at the others.
Slide.
And I would say, for the sake of it takes roughly around 15 minutes for Rill and Vidalius scooping a lot of these tomes or whatnot into the bag, and eventually you come out of that small collection of books and you reach out where Blork and Blinky is. You can see that they are standing close by to these tables, and there are these books, 2 books that are here, and there is numerous of these books and a smaller notepad looking bag.
No, we
that
took
had-
that one.
You took it?
Yeah,
Okay.
if it isn't a bag of holding,
No, it's not a bag of holding.
that I
It-
would think would
it
just
is a-
disintegrate my bag and kill
It
us
is.
all.
It's a bag. It's a very nice, neatly looking bag with a leather flap on it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to open it up, or do you want to just shove it into the bag?
Are they here?
Yeah.
I would say, yeah, they are here.
Are we opening this or you're shoving it in?
Could be like
A bad thing to open things. We always want to look. Well, maybe we should look at everything
Open
later.
I'm opening the book.
Okay, fuck's sake. I was opening the bag then.
You open the smaller bag. You open up the flap. Immediately, there is a shift of energy.
You could have identified that, I just want to read in a book.
That's why I asked if we should bring it, and I can identify all of these fucking plepharas of 20
I just
or 50
wanted to
things.
open a book. I said I opened the book.
Yeah, but then he enabled me and said open. One parent said yes.
As you open up the book, a glitter of the nebula emerges from it. And inside of it, you can see there's a full stack of cards within it.
Oh my god. Hmm. Does Blinky know what these are? Because she
But
wants
in the book or in the bag? I'm confused
In the bag.
now.
In the bag. She opened up the bag.
It's cards.
Maybe close it again.
That was boring.
No.
You
And
try-
identify it.
You try it, but it doesn't close. It opens up again.
The bag?
The bag opens up again.
I think we have to take a card.
How about we just bag it open?
I'm just gonna
I'm gonna take out a little chest that I have from my bag of holding and just put the open thing in that chest. And then put
Should
it
we
back.
should we put that in the bag of holding? You can always put
It's
it in.
already in Videl.
So you put it into a chest,
Yeah.
and then you put it
inside.
into the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Okay. As soon as you put it into the bag of holding, the chest flies out. And everything that you have had it inside just
Oh no.
flies out. It just
God!
vomits out.
Out of the bag of holding.
Out of the bag of holding,
fuck's sake.
everywhere inside of this room.
Take cover!
It just, it's like you are in a party and you just protrude, like, it is, oh my god, it is just projectile vomiting out stuff on it.
Oh god, there's so much bloody fucking nasty shit in here too.
And also
in
the
front of
chest-
my,
The chest
in my
open up
mind,
and
I
the bag, and the smaller bag just rolls out.
And here I'm standing with the back against this chest because I'm trying to read in a book.
Yep.
I'm probably standing right over it.
Yes.
getting everything in your mouth.
So I
It's
would,
gonna
Vidal,
take a little piece of death.
I would
dead
say that you will
pieces from
take,
it.
you will take 11 points of bludgeoning damage as so much stuff just comes protruding out from the bag, and then Blinky just turn around and it just vomiting out everything that you have stored in the bag of holding. And then after 5 minutes, it has just poured out everything on the floor.
Is the bag broken or is it still fine?
Imagine it kind of
Something-
looked
I'm
like...
opening it to see if it's a void.
No,
As in not a void, or is...
it is not a void as of this moment.
Well, I broke the fucking bag. Hell, we need your bag.
I'm just turning around. I'm imagining my back is filled with goo,
It's a lot of stuff.
with the book still open, and like, what did you do?
We're gonna have to shove all this goop into your bag, and I will buy you a
Oh no, 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 no!
We'll
There
buy
is.
you a brand new one. I will
It is-
seal one for you. It is good. It doesn't
I-
contaminate everything. Vidal, that's a 2. Thank you.
Don't-
Scoop the dark scepter towards me. At least you can take this one, right?
Oh.
I'm just gonna look down into the book I opened. Does it say anything interesting? I'm not
just
trying
gonna
to project
look it
at
up from
something
the
I'm
else.
just gonna
You pick it
scoop
up from the
all my
table?
things into a pile and prepare it.
The one that you have picked up from the table, really, it says the Summoner's Codex.
Mhm.
It is, I will say, it's a large book written in ancient, in an ancient language. But as soon as you read it, it complexly turns around into common for you, and you see the beginning steps of how to train you to become a summoner.
Cool. What happened with that not opening unknown things?
I have a plan, though. We can just... Yeah. Scoop. And leave this in a pile.
I'm helping Blinky scoop
Yeah.
it.
Everything is here now. I'll be back.
We can always put the lock on the door again.
No. Vidal, fire in the hole. Come.
What?
What?
We're gonna make a bag of holding. Come.
What? What
I
are, you,
don't know. It works. We will try.
what are you doing?
You
What
want to
if-
use the anvil?
Yeah.
Mash.
And then we can make a bag of holding and fix everything. Maybe. Otherwise, we scoop the guts in your bag. We need them.
Before we break this place, can we at least try to find the thing you need?
Fine. But my face. But I'm nothing without my face.
Oh,
She's gonna sit. She's gonna go into her pile like a fucking little.
Pile. That must be a massive pile since it
Mhm.
went on for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So we have the dragon and then we have Blinky's pile.
Yeah.
So how does your bag look like now? Like a
Giving
balloon?
it to me dead.
Yeah. It looks like a sad balloon.
Should I try use mending on it? No.
Doesn't work with
No.
magic items. You need to be like a fancy magic maker person.
So
How
not
long do we
fancy.
estimate it would take to pick all of these things up?
You can't pick all of them up. They won't fit. I have already scooped them.
So
Scoop
by
them
the
into a pile.
estimated time that you would take, it would take roughly 10-15 minutes to pick everything up and put it into your other bag.
At
Did you
least
have
I
a
Yeah,
shovel in
and
At
your
all
least
the
I
bag?
have them
all
in
the-
sections, because
All
I'm
the magical weapons that you just pick up are just scattered on the floor too.
Yeah.
Did you have a shovel in your bag of holding?
No.
Oh, that's sad because we could use it.
But
I at least have structured pretty much everything, so
Yeah,
they shouldn't
okay.
be out. It's like a bag with a bag.
I'm on a
There's
time
your-
schedule. No, I'm on a time schedule there. I just use a very expensive spell that allows me to see a lot of shit. It only lasts 1 hour. So, and I can only do it once a day. And I really, really, really want to be able to go around here. So, let's talking. Shove things in and do it quickly.
Shove it in.
15
Not
minutes
that
later.
thing though. Not the card thing.
No,
No,
put that in
no.
my bag.
Yeah, here you go.
As you take the card thingy, Rill, as you get the glimpse outside of the bag, nothing. But as soon as you get the glimpse on the cards, it is beautiful. The color, the light, everything that is shining from it, it is the purest thing that you think is maybe the definition of truth that you have ever witnessed in your life. It
I
is
think my
the true.
picture book.
It is the, you know, like the, with your true sight, you believe that you had just witnessed beauty, like divine beauty.
Fuck's sake, I'm gonna pull a card.
No. I hope it's the thing that I think it is, but I hope it isn't.
Are you going to pull a card?
We're putting in my bag so I can be. Can I do a
Okay.
reaction to not make her pull a card?
I picked it up though.
Oh, you picked it up. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
My
I stand
friends,
there with my bag.
let me, before I know we're going to end very soon, but I have to show you because I'm so proud I have made this. I didn't think that we were supposed to get to here, but I'm going to share my my screen.
Oh,
Let me introduce to you the wheel.
should I show
the
it to the
card
stream?
wheel.
Should I show it to the stream?
You can for a brief moment.
Yeah, sure.
Welcome, my friends, to the wheel of many things.
Holy fucking Christ.
Also, just because I think everybody is like, no, it's this one. It is exactly what you think the card. The card.
No.
But yes,
That's
but
better than-
but all of the cards I have replaced, and I
Yeah,
have made
yeah.
my own card. So there are more cards in this deck.
Robin, you need to stop sharing your screen now.
Yes.
It ended up quite well on the stream anyway.
It did what?
Ended up quite well on the stream because it was on my place. We saw the
Oh.
wheel.
So, if Rill wants to take, you can do it.
I mean, you said it was beautiful and amazing because I can see through the ethereal plane and I can see through illusions and
everything.
whatnots and what everything is by truth. So then I'm gonna assume it's something good. So I'm just gonna pull a card.
Okay. Then I'm going to spin.
Spin that wheel.
Spin it.
And you
I
missed the
stole it.
beautiful
I
music.
was holding my bags. No.
And you will draw card number. It doesn't stop.
Wheel eternal spinning.
Oh, number. Oh, well, I guess. Well, I digress.
Destroy
Okay.
all magical things in the.
I want Julia to draw this also. So, as you draw you pick up the cards and you just see truth within it. You just put in your hand. You can see Rill just shove in her hand in the bag and just draws a card. Immediately, this colorful nebula sprout of colors just emanates from the bag, and you look down at the card. It's black and white cards. And what you see before you is a card saying the cat.
For fuck's
The,
sake.
the card depicts a cat which is sleeping on a wall, and its shadow is falling down from it. And you can hear a voice emanates from within your mind as the card has been drawn. blessed with life. But will it ever learn from its mistakes? As soon as you hold it and you have recognized what the card is actually meaning, you feel it nib and bite you on the hand. It immediately draws blood from you as it twists on itself and the card disappears.
Paper cut, motherfucker.
And you feel fine.
Can I close the bag now?
You try to close the bag and the bag is closed.
Fixed it!
Want to draw a card.
Me too.
Yeah.
Nyrelia disappears and Nokri appears. As her eyes starts to glow,
That's new.
and then you can see a tail starts to grow out from her side of her back. An ear starts to emanate out,
Oh no.
and they immediately disappear in an ethereal-like state.
Why is this happening?
And I will fix it later for you, Nia, but you are now blessed by the 9. And you know immediately what this does to you, because the card actually gained you this knowledge. You are now blessed by the 9, and you have reserved 9 lives. The individual you will now choose an age.
You can finally decide how old you are.
You can choose an age. What you want. And the age will go like, when you die, you will revert back to that age. And you will do it 9 times.
I don't know how old I am. I would want to reverse to the age that I am, but I don't know how old I am.
But you can be 18 like you think you are.
But what if 18 is really immature and like 3,000 years ago?
Also,
Exactly.
I will tell you more about. You will revert
become
to this
this
age when you die, and you will revert to this age back and back again until you hit 9 lives. You will keep your memories, but you will also remember the pain of your death.
Yay!
Each time this individual dies, you will lose -1 to your wisdom attribute. But you have 9 lives now, so if you die, you will come back.
Fuck yeah.
What is happening?
But now you're blessed by the 9. That is not the most horrible card that you could
No
take,
shit, it isn't.
because I have some very nasty cards because it's Vandaloria, my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hurry up packing just quickly.
Put it in here.
Okay.
You put it in your bag.
No, in my
No.
in my bag. I'm still standing right in front of her, holding my bag.
Mm-hmm.
Sit me close. I identify that later. Yeah.
Is the tail and ears gone?
They're gone.
Oh,
I just thought about something. What if that skull dude had still been in the bag of holdings?
Yeah!
he was the one first coming out of her bag.
And then
Punching me in
bouncing
the
up. Ooh,
face.
ah, ooh.
Biting Vidal's nose.
Yeah.
That's right, that's what you get for shoving me in here. Fuck you.
My vengeance is complete.
All right.
Yeah, can I turn back to Nerelia?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna swap back to Nerelia.
And as soon as she does that, you see that for a split moment, the ears and tails appears and then dissipate.
I can't see that. I don't have a mirror.
Can you change again?
Yeah.
Please?
Well, no. Time schedule. I'm on a very important spell here.
This
1
is
hour.
important.
Packing.
But you have
Tails and
ears and tails.
Yes.
Fine. I'll transform into Annabella then.
Back to Annabella. Annabella has ears and a tail, and then it dissipates.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we done with the party tricks, please?
You can switch back.
Oh, thank you. Just gonna turn back to Nerilia. Let's go.
Ears.
I'm gonna try to touch them this time.
You can try to
So
touch
ready.
the tail.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to grab it. Like,
As soon as you do it, you take the tail and you immediately feel pain. Nyrelia, as soon as she just touches your whatever is happening, you turn around and you see you have a fluffy tail. Now, as you shift to Nyrelia, it is slightly purple.
Oh, we're gonna unpack that later. Hacking quickly. Let go of my tail.
Okay.
And with that, as all of you are packing, taking a lot of these weird circumstances up, you feel this rumble again. After midsection of your digging up these whatever artifacts and knickknacks that Blinky had in her bag of holding. But it's more intense. It lasts over 1 or 2 minutes until it subsides. Now it's more like it shakes from the very ground levels. It sounded much closer than the previous rumbles has been. Whatever is happening and whatever is going on, maybe whatever this creature or whatever this is getting closer by the minute.
Ha, lovely.
But we will unbarrel that in the next episode. As we end tonight's episode here, my friends. As we have unpacked new discoveries, we have finally come to the Black Mountain and rummaging around what we would have found previously. But, you know, it is fun to be here and see what we could have found here. And I'm very happy that you found this deck and messed around a little bit with it. But regardless, my friends, this is the end of the stream for this time. Thank you so much for watching. And we will see you next, I believe next Sunday, because I think I can. So,
Let's hope so.
yeah. So, yeah.